these Hottie players. So no surprises to see them all lock in on that V2 as we're going to start things off here right in the beginning here in Empyrean. We're going to take a look at Dao He Wei here, trying to find himself a set of armor. He will find himself a set of blue armor here off of the rip, mostly gray weapons as he heads inside looking to do some more looting. Things taking a little bit of a slow turn here as we're going to back over here to T225 on the outskirts here with the fist blades in hand, just looking to break away, doesn't want to engage into a fight just yet. Dao He Wei with the blue nunchucks in hand as we move over. SS1 Paste here, trying to trade blows with TE Star. Star trying to break away. Paste here with a huge lead in terms of armor and weapon. A massive parry coming through. Star going to use that F to get away from the parry punish there. One of Liam's core abilities, just breaking away, but multiple players coming in now. Paste with those nunchucks going to find a couple of hits here onto Star. The freeze going to come through as we see the musket shots coming in onto SS1's Paste. Paste now with the cannon swap going to do a ton of damage. Star here left with no armors. OUG's Mike comes in to do what Mike does. He wants to feast on this kill. He's put in some of that work and going to keep the chase coming up. He is going to come in to the charge. Left click there off of the halberds. He's going to also take a cannon shot from Paste, and that's going to force Mike away here, then take a pot before he can re-engage onto this fight. Mike looking to keep the chase up, though. He knows Star is low here, but he wants to go topside so he can continue to watch this fight from the beginning as we move back over to Dao He Wei and KLA's T225. A huge uppercut combo coming in here off of Dao He Wei, leaving T225 pretty lit here as Dao He Wei keeps the chase up. We will see the armor swap coming, though, from T225, but Dao He Wei yet again coming in and finding some clean hits here onto T225. T225 just trying to break away, but Akame waiting in the wings as well. T225 not going to be given a break here, Dobby.
Not much of a break as he's trying to see if maybe he can get some hits on him, but sadly isn't able to get anything really close here as Akame kind of runs away with like not that much damage on him. T225 though with that gray shield, so he is kind of on the rough side of this as Dao He Wei gets caught up on the back from him, and now T225 is going to try to see if he can capture him. He's got some good hits though from the dagger. Nunchucks going to try to see if maybe he can run towards it. Nice defense though on that. Going to try to see if he can hold the blue stuff. Not enough to make some magic happen, but ends up getting stunned and the parry. Oh, but the third party comes in as Akame yaks that away from him. So close towards the end of that. And Tiger Strike's going to be able to take him down, get some nice little bit of damage on him as he pops that ulti. It's going to start to put pressure on him. Akame now he's going to pop that Q, get a little bit of some range to particularly get out of there here. As T225 has enough, especially with that movement speed on him with that ulti here, but the time is going to slowly deplete little by little here. And T225 is just trying to see if he can get it before the depletion, but no, ends up getting pulled from it. Oh no, not the second one as well from the parry of Akame. And Akame is able to pick up another elimination that makes for two. Akame yaks the one and snacks is the other.
Absolutely huge here coming out of Akame. He played that extremely well into the Hottie players. We move over to Wolves here. Wang Liang on the receiving end of some pain from Zhuan Yuan here from ASE. But Wolves turning it back around here with the fan. Needs to be careful, though, as we're going to see that ultimate invested on the side of ASE. And he's just trying to get away here and keep the ult from having a huge impact in the fight. He will find one hit here onto Wolves. Half their armor going to go away. He's going to find another ult engagement there off of it. Wang Liang trying to get away here, just needs to last this ultimate out a little bit longer. The F going to be invested. He literally has one tick of HP, but the terrain actually helps him out quite a bit here, trying to use that scale rush to get away. Unfortunately, a clank will end it for him here, and Zhang Yuan will find the follow-up and cleans up the elimination onto Wolves. Wang Liang.
What a finish with that here is Fang. Looks like he was doing a little bit of healing as well. Spider looking in, trying to see what's going on at first, but doesn't decide to engage on any of that here. Spider looks like he's going to find some loot, hopefully find something decent here. Wasn't able to successfully find anything. Even towards this, looks like Mike's going to be nearby here. Is Dao He Wei back at it again. He's going to try for attempt number 2 here. Whoa, back on the massive ship here. Fat Milk not looking good for him as Fang is getting absolutely juggled. Fang is going to be able to capture that elimination here. Gets a good elim here off of that. I actually thought there was a third on the ship here. At least I thought so. And it's like the third decided to back off that fight. Fang is able to capture a free one here by himself. Doesn't really have to worry about much people surrounding it. The Spider is going to be around as it looks like he's going to get found here by Fang. It looks like there's going to be a whole lot of momentum coming in here. Meanwhile, definitely a decent amount of people around here, but Frostvis by himself at the inside of Imperium near Hall of Stability here, at least towards the edge, headed towards Heaven's Watch. Looks like it's going to be nearby. As it looks like some of the other teams are headed, some are near Verdance, Chase'em. There's at least where 3 of them are fighting right now. That's Wolves, T2-5, and one other team. Anyway, though, just moving along nicely here as we head back towards T2-5. Mike and another player on the outskirts here. Mike actually getting some hits here, getting pushed towards this corner here. Not looking good for him, though. Ooh, almost loses some of his shield, and he does here. It looks like the fight, but both sides. Oh, ends up shoving him nice and far. As Mike's going to be able to use that to disengage, try to back off, get some heals, go for the restart. Looks like Yuan as well. 2 eliminations under his belt as well here inside of this fight. Atfield, try to see if maybe he can get out of there. Out of harm's way. It's not looking good for him. He ends up getting juggled here. Oh, the cannon shot's going to connect on both of them. Not looking good for him. He ends up seeing TE up top here. Oh, might be heading into the realm of Yang. Ends up getting stopped before he walks into it.
Well, we have those new rules in effect for Realm of Yang here, Dobby. You'll notice that one of those players is going to have an emblem above their head. That is a ticket into the Realm of Yang. You have got to force that player out of this circle for a certain amount of time to go ahead and pick that ticket up or kill that player to get it from them. And we're going to see here, Wolves going to go ahead and invest his ultimate here because as well, heading into the Realm of Yang, it now resets your ultimate cooldown. So Wolves can just chill here above the top, wait for it to time out, get down, and head into the Realm of Yang here and be all right. We're going to see Mike, though, really wants this. Wolves trying to play off of this as best he can here as he waits. He's down below here waiting for the opportunity. There we go. He's going to head on into that Realm of Yang. He's going to get his ultimate reset, and we're going to see it's going to be KLA versus Wolves. It's going to be JL versus ASE here for our first set of Realms of Yang. Dao Ihiwei coming up here with that spear, doing quite a bit of damage, catching ASE off the ropes here. Now, no armor on the side of ASE. ASE going to go ahead and invest that F there. Now going to invest the ultimate very quickly. Dao Hiwei here with the Tarka ultimate, though, will find the elbow, will catch the fire tick onto ASE. Jean-Juan here and keeps going. We do see the armor being shredded here off of Dao Hiwei. A little TOD coming through as the follow-up is pretty tight here. He's able to avoid the first one, but now Dao Hiwei with a huge advantage. We see that Jean-Juan here, no ult charges remaining. Dao Hiwei has that ultimate. He just needs to find one good uppercut, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, no, it turns out Jean-Wei has that special Soul Jade. He's going to get a huge reset off of it here, and now Dao Hiwei is on the ropes. Jean-Juan just looking for more of a reset. He's got to win neutral, and it just doesn't matter. That Soul Jade is going to lock this down for him. He finds the final hit and clutches it out. Dao Hiwei has got to be feeling the mode after that one,
Dobby. So here's my
Dobby.
question. I actually got a good question here. Can someone really prevent somebody from getting into the Realm of Yang? Like, you know how there's like a timer, obviously, before the Realm of Yang is gone. Could they potentially, this is just a hypothetical, could they actually fight their way from them to basically not get in there at all?
Yeah, so if you can keep them from touching the portal, even if they have the ticket, they can't get in, right? So that's what we see Mike doing there. He's just constantly locking, trying to keep him from being able to go to the portal because he's got him locked in those combos aerial there. Unfortunately, he's just not able to clutch it out like that. As we move over, though, Alliance's Frostive is here going against 521 Akame. Akame with the uppercut off the longsword into the downhill, into the bow shot. Akame with a clean execution onto Alliance's Frostivus. That is going to be his third elimination this game.
After last season, like, we really got a chance to see a very aggressive and strong Akame. Definitely a player and a play style that we don't see too often. But he really saw, I think, he got a chance to watch a lot of the mistakes that he made throughout the season. And he really got a chance to see that and implement what he can do. Meanwhile, Mike in the middle of a fight here, Dao Hiwei is getting absolutely shredded here. Decent misses, though, as Dao Hiwei is going to try to dodge those as much as possible here as he pops the ulti. Decides to go away here, and now it's a tug and pull here. Nice little air wave. Dao Hiwei is going to try to see if he can retreat out of this as fast as possible, but Mike is going to be absolutely jam-packed on him here. Going to drag all the way towards the inside here as Wolves is going to be nearby here. Doesn't want to get caught in between that, though. Starts to scatter just a little bit more here. Dao Hiwei having no chance and no time realistically to heal at all as Mike's going to find him yet again. Goes for the kicks. Nice hits on each side here. Looks like he doesn't have much time. Oh, beautiful kick to be able to get the finish here before Pace comes third and is able to potentially third party that. That could have been real bad. But Mike is able to get it just in the nick of time here before Pace decides to come through. It looks like they're going to go for the potential reset here. Go for a quick shield. Looks like the bow shot's trying to see if they can connect it, but not enough here. As it looks like Pace is going to get some of those rewards and decides to skedaddle. Meanwhile, this 4-piece chicken and biscuit right here in the middle, this section is getting real hasty. Absolutely getting out of it here. As KLAC225 is going to come towards the outside here. Looks like he's going to scatter on this. Meanwhile, Yuan not looking good here inside of this. Oh, ends up getting eliminated, but he's got the Vermilion, so it's all right. Trying to see if he can get a free elimination, but that's okay. That was able to go back for the run back. Meanwhile, Star's fighting that out with T225. T225 is not looking good for him as he gets cornered inside of that. And he gets shredded, but he does have the Vermilions yet again. Back at it. TE Star trying to see if he can hold strong here. Trying to fly towards this, but Wolves doesn't want to get caught in a bad situation here. But man, decent fight so far there, Rune.
Yeah, the fights have been crazy here. Star here needs to be a little careful. He aggressively continued to pressure this fight, but he only has 10 seconds left remaining on that Vermilion. So now if you see, he backed off. He took the full reset. He's looking for a clean opportunity to gauge, and this fight comes in with a full triple charge off of the Greatsword there and actually gets some huge damage on of it. Now he's going to be able to give chase here to Wang Liang, who's down abilities, and it only has that ultimate so he can keep the pressure up while the other player has to go for the reset. We will see Wang Liang able to find a little bit of a reset here off of this though, but the chase continues. He's going to use that scale rush to get inside. Unfortunately, he's going to be on the backside here into that zone, taking a little bit of that tick damage, but those fist blades coming in a clutch here. That movement really helping him get to the backside there and escape a dire situation, as both of those players created so much pressure on him. As we move over to 5-2-1, Akame now looking to turn things here onto T225. Going to see T225 move through the backside there, decides not to engage off of it as we head to our next set of Realm of Yang. Dearji Fong setting himself up for this Realm of Yang. Going to sit right here on the very edge, just on the top side of this rock. He's got that ticket. He can head in anytime he wants, as we're going to see OG's Mike and Star just heading towards this next set of Yang here. It's going to be Star with the ticket currently. Mike going to have to find a way to pressure him away from this, and he's going to come in and look to trade blows here. Mike with the fist blades though, and Star tries to play it carefully, will walk into a parry. He's going to be forced to use that Liam F there to walk away from the parry punish so that he can stay in this circle, keep up his chance to head into the Realm of Yang here. Mike really tearing into him, is actually going to throw him out here. We're going to see him be forced to go and pop the ultimate there just to have an opportunity to stay in it. He's going to hit Mike. Mike is going to back away. Star with one more charge left on that ultimate. Mike though, he's looking to get that ult back online very soon here. 92% of the way to Rage. Star just keeping the pressure up. Mike though, forced to back off just a little bit, and it looks like Star airborne is going to come down and head on in. Mike twice now unable to keep players from heading into that Realm of Yang, but he gives it
that
his
too. Mike
all.
has just been screwed out of getting picked. Like, hello, where's my ticket? Excuse me. I feel like I'd at least deserve one. Hello. Don't like the fact that you just giving the ticket to everybody else. Meanwhile, I'm just stuck with nothing. Hello? Bingo? Anybody? Number 45, 44, something. Can I get any, and I can understand that during that fight. That's just, he's so far, he's just getting the short end of the stick. This is unfortunate for Mike, though. One of the top players just not getting picked for, a really good opportunity here. Meanwhile, Star just sitting and waiting. All right, there we go. Yuan finally going to be able to push in towards this one here. Trying to see if maybe they can get the opportunity for this fight here between them and Star. I got my money on Yuan. Let's see what you got, young buck. Let's go for it. Is it going to miss the... Oh,
yeah, Yuan
missed the... Okay. He misses the first one, unfortunately, though.
Looking to trade those aerial shots here. Yuan had, of course, that special Soul Jade in the back pocket in our last fight here. He was able to clutch him out the Realm of Yang to see if he can do it without it this time around. We do see Star trying to get some early hits, but Yuan able to turn it back around on him. Star just trying to find the scale rushes off the backside. We'll find the scale rush into it, though. We're going to see Yuan turn it back onto him. Star looking to come in. Liam looking to pop that ultimate. We're going to see him go airborne here. Huge with the greatsword into the charged vertical. They're doing a ton of damage here onto Yuan. Star really actually starting to take control of this fight. Yuan though going to just start burning that ult as much as possible, trying to find some damage. Waits for the engage to turn it back around, but will get hit into the ultimate here, and it's not going to be enough as Star just takes control of the fight, is able to clean it up with the ultimate there. And man, I've got to give it to TE Star, man. I'm a great sword enjoyer, and this man is bringing the great sword back.
Telling you, and not all of these weapons, everybody's talking about the new fist weapon. Oh man, it's crazy. Nah, I'm gonna go back to the old faithful and really show you why you can go airborne with this bad boy. You want to see the sky real quick? Look up. let me show you how I get down with it. What a really brilliant display though coming in from Star here. And now the time has started for KLAC225 here. as he's got about 5 minutes, a solid 5 minutes, in order to see if maybe he can capture an elimination here and get a Soul Bloom as well. So that way he can keep the game alive for himself. He's going to get chased here, Yuan. Going to be a tough fight here inside of this one, but the game is tied so far. Got 2 4s and 2 3s. Fang and Star are tied. Meanwhile, Yuan and Akame is tied as well here, as it looks like he's going to catch him here. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful damage coming through from T225. He's going to be able to get some good connectivity on these ones here. Not going to be able to find too much here, but is able to at least deplete his shield, though. Now we're back on to the chase. Going to try to see if maybe he can close in this gap little by little. He's going to try to time it, but Yuan is just dodging him just a little bit here and there here, making him a little bit harder for him to try to capture any type of movement speed here, but Yuan's just trying to juggle him as much as possible, just delaying more of that time. Gonna have to go for the shield here. Oh, almost gets the parry, is unable to connect it. T225 able to hold strong a little bit more longer here. Nice strike to connect those as well towards this ulti here as he's able to pop it. Yuan has the time frame. He's got a little bit more of an open opportunity for him to be able to shield up. Same thing with T225. Looks like we're gonna go for another reset. They still got 3 minutes left. 4 actually, so he's got some time on his hands, luckily here. Did they add a little bit more time to the timer?
Yes, they did indeed, actually. That happened just before Quake Up. But coming in here, Zhang Yuan, kind of in a bad position. He was forced to use that ultimate here, but if you notice, our boy topside here, T225, he cancels his ultimate earlier. He's able to maintain almost 25% charge here. So he just needs to play around this. Zhang Yuan going to find some clean hits here onto T225, though. So T225 now a little on the back foot here. Has got to find an opportunity to take a reset. Zhang Yuan going to come in with a scale rush, but also a scale rush coming in from the side as well. That's going to be double scale rushes on to T225. Like you said, he has that timer. 3 minutes left remaining here. He needs to find an elimination soon, but he also needs to find a reset so he can get back into this fight. He needs to turn that target selection off of him to maintain this fight. Otherwise, these 3 players are going to put an end to T225 very quickly. Zhang Yuan coming in yet again here, looking to create that pressure. Wolves Wang Liang also with the follow-up. T225, no armor, half HP here. He will find the white armor swap. This is going to be terrible for him. It's going to make him extremely hard for him to find an armor reset. 1 tick of HP. He's thrown down below. There's nothing he can do. T225 is going to pick up the elimination. Or no, sorry, Zhang Yuan picks up the elimination onto T225 and sends him back to the... Oh my goodness. Sends him back to the lobby. Zhang Yuan here doing extremely well with 4 eliminations. TE Star also 4 eliminations. DRG's Fong with 4 and Akame with 3. OUG's Mike following him very closely behind with those 2 eliminations. Unfortunately, Wolves Wang Liang with no eliminations to his name. We are in our top 6 as we have Zone 3 collapsing onto Zone 4.
Is he hidden in that? No.
No.
Why did I think he was actually hidden, like how you be in bushes? I was like, is that actually a hiding spot? That's kind of new. That was kind of okay. I'm here for it. A little deadly, you know. It's a little. Don't get caught in the coffin, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, back at it again here. So we're gonna see TE Star, Akame, and Fang still in this 3rd stretch of this building here. Fang's gonna try to see if he can get some decent connectivity here. Ooh, nice strikes though with it. He's gonna try. Oh, ends up actually depleting him from him trying to fly. He says, "Where are you going there, Bucko?" As Fang gonna try to see if he can close in this gap little by little. He has those. It's the same weapons here. It's very strong, but that Fan's still saying, "Come here." And some nice little bits of some strikes here. Not gonna be able to do too much damage here. As it looks like we're gonna see a little bit of. Oh. Let's not get caught up into that one, okay? Let's not get caught up into the Bane's Breath. Let's not do that, okay? Into the side of the... Oh, Akame's going to get caught off this one. No more shield for him here. He ends up catching him towards this, trying to see if maybe he can catch him inside of flight here. Akame's going to use it to just get away. Go for the shield. Go for a reset here. Akame's in a tough spot. You definitely don't want to get caught in between 2 players that both have gold shields. That's just unfortunate. You don't want to get caught in between the 2 golds, okay? Don't end up being the silver in this situation. Well, thanks.
Yeah, this is... I was gonna say this is a tight situation. You need to be careful because of the Bane's Breath nearby as well. You've got 2 players with gold shields. Fong as well has not popped his ultimate in this fight whatsoever. Unfortunately, we saw that Akame was forced to use here. Speaking of which, back to Fong versus KLA's 225. We didn't see this fight inside the realm of Yang here. Fong just coming in here with the dagger, doing what Fong does best. Of course, our boy loves him some daggers. Able to find a couple of hits here. Will pop that ultimate. Gonna go for the teleport behind here with that ultimate into the dash off the F as well. Fong really playing this aggressively, and this is what I like to see about the new Matari. Those aggressive plays coming through. T225, though, gonna find that Tiger Core may get a little bit of a refresh there, but he's gonna find the uppercut into the weapon swap there with the dual blades to clean out that fight. As we head over here, we're gonna see Fong coming in, looking to try and deny this year, as all the players looking to come through as well. A slight change recently made to the Spirit Wells as well, right? The player who unlocks this actually gets a special timer where they are the only person who is able to pick up those items for a set duration. So even if all these players are here, if you are not the one who gets it to drop, you can't pick them up until that emblem goes away. So Mike just going to come in. He was able to unlock that Spirit Well, going to get himself some much needed resources to close out the rest of this game, Dobby.
I have to continue to keep doing that as well here. He only has 2 eliminations to his name, so he's going to need to get a little bit more of some action going. He's going to take that top spot away from Fang and Yuan. It's looking real strong here. Definitely does not want to get that, give that away here, as it's going to start to circle in tighter. Yuan trying to see if maybe they can find some nice hits here. He's going to be careful along the backstretch here as the circle's starting to close in little by little here. Oh, Wolves is on the wrong side of the circle, not looking good. He ends up getting eliminated off this, sadly, with no elimination to his name, but he does get 1 point, or at least staying alive. It's insane throughout all of this here, as we're going to start to close this in little by little. Circle 2, we got a minute left. The Bane's Breath, 50 seconds left on the clock for that bad boy. And it looks like nobody's really going to force the push here. It looks like it's going to be down to the final wire here, which, by the way, if you guys aren't following, make sure to hit that twitch.tv/Naraka Bladepoint button here on Twitch, on Kick, on Twitter, on Instagram, and everywhere else here while we're waiting. And also check and see if you got a... No, you can't sub. Actually, never mind. I thought that was a Prime sub. I thought you could Prime sub. My bad. Even with that, though, make sure to have your Twitch linked to your Naraka, so that way you can get all of the goody drops while you're in the middle of watching the game and enjoying it in chat amongst other fellow Naraka Bladepoint fans and people who appreciate the esport as well, because this game has evolved so much. We've seen so much of this game throughout this time frame, and so far it's been flawless to see, whether it's new players, whether it's old players, whether it's rivalries and stories being told. I love seeing each story just get made throughout this entire season. Being able to see it towards that final stretch is always just a beauty, to be able to see the book and then close that chapter. And all right, it's time for a new chapter happening soon here. Ooh, Akame gets caught up here by a little bit of a a little bit of a gotcha coming in from Yuan here. A little bit of a scare tactic. Ooh, and some hitting off the outstretch here. Listen, the outside circle is not that great, Akame. It's actually really, oh no. Don't get spiraled by all the sharks coming around. Akame looking real desperate here. Doesn't want to get caught up, as he's going to force the ulti here. He's going to decide to fly away as far as possible. Ooh, Mike trying to close in the gap here little by little here. Akame said, nah, made you look. Psych. Dot.
Yeah,
Akame's going to be ending up on the mountainside, though.
I was going to say, Akame's going to be really, really careful here with the way this zone is closing. He doesn't have that ultimate. Everybody on the map is well aware that Akame doesn't have ultimate here. So if he gets caught out and takes some damage here and becomes the target of the rest of this lobby, he really isn't going to have a way to reset. And sure enough, that's exactly what we see. Yuan and Mike both trying to put the pressure onto Akame, because Akame doesn't have the ultimate. He's trying to buy himself some spacing here with that fan, hit away some of these projectiles. He wants to come down to the side hill of the cliff, give himself the best potential to find a reset and get movement as well if he can. You're going to see he's going to utilize those scale rush as much as possible. Going to use that charge to R&B just to kind of threaten the space to keep players from dropping down on top of his head here. He's got to be very, very careful. Fong, Mike, all looking to make something happen here. Akame still just breaking away. Mike not keeping the pressure off. He wants to maintain it on to Akame here. But as long as the timer keeps ticking here, Akame is going to be getting more and more ult charge here. He's already back to 50%. So Mike has got to find an opening onto Akame soon if he wants to be able to pick him off. We're going to see Akame here take some shots there from range. He's going to lose half of that armor. Yet again, he's going to come down to the bot side here, looking to utilize this space to break away from all these players threatening him. Mike trying to go for the scale rush, actually misses, and Akame holds one of his own, is going to knock him to the bottom here. So Mike going to take just a smidge of damage there from the zone with some follow-up bow shots that actually land on Mike. I do believe those were meant for Akame. Juan here going to lose half his armor as well. Akami, with those couple of hits he's been able to pick up, has been able to build a little bit more rage. He's back up to a little over 75% now. So these players not yet able to find that pressure onto Akami. Akami able to get most of a reset there, as well as he was able to get Zhang Yuan to back off after doing some damage. Zhang Yuan goes for a reset of himself. It gives our boy just enough time there to get a pot off. He's not a full reset, but he's much better position than he was before at half armor. And now the zone collapsing down. Zone 7 going to collapse down. This is going to be the final zone in the next 56 seconds. All of these players, 5 players remaining left in the final circle. 4, 4, 4, 3, and 3. This could be anybody's game here. Nobody with a distinct advantage over anybody else. Fong, Zhuang, Star, like I said, at 4. Mike and Akami at 3 apiece. Akami very quickly coming back to that ultimate, but he's going to need to find some rage here soon. If nobody is going to pressure onto him, he might not find that ult in time as this zone starts to collapse in the next 28 seconds. Fong here just buying space here, utilizing those legendary fist blades to just keep it threatened. Mike looking for the scale rush, but he's going to get scale rushed himself here by Fong. Just takes a clip of damage there off of that legendary armor. Akami just still holding space. Star, Zhang Yuan on either side of the rock down below. Who will come out on top, Dobby? 8 seconds before the final zone collapses.
It's going to be fun to see how this goes here. I think my money is going to be on Akame. Crazy thing to throw out here inside of this final circle here. I know Mike has been one of the top teams, and usually, you know, a player like Mike, he's been through these so many different times, and he's able to juggle so many different obstacles, different people, and even with the circle closing in, let's see what happens inside of this here. As Akame is going to get the first strikes here from Fang here. He's got to be a little bit more careful. Mike up top just holding on, preserving that little bit of a corner here. And as this circle is slowly starting to close in here, he realizes he has the better advantage here. Doesn't have to force too much here inside of this final circle. And it looks like Mike's going to get caught up by Star. Nice hits on each side here. Star's going to try to see if he can pop the ulti as well here. And it looks like Fang all the way up top here, just trying to just get away from all of the different types of parties here. Meanwhile, one's going to come from the outside. Yon! He's trying to see if he can get some strikes here towards the ulti pops in. Mike trying to hold strong here. Beautiful strikes off each one. Yuan is able to catch one off of Kame. Gets eliminated, unfortunately. Mike's able to hold strong just for a little while longer, but it all comes back Yuan, at least for 2 more eliminations. I don't think it was enough for Mike to take the top spot. I think Yuan actually gets first place. Yeah, back section area behind Plum Castle is really going to be kind of the favorite of where people are going to land here. As we're going to lock in for our game number 2 here. Looks like the ice caps is really going to be where people are most likely going to be landing, as we see Spider fighting this out immediately with T225. Spider losing a lot of shield there in that second here. T225 is able to capture at least a little bit of something and is able to retreat. Meanwhile, in the cave systems, Mike and Pace fighting this out here. It's like the nice dodges from each side here, trying to see if they can file out a little bit more. Trying to see if maybe they can get a little bit something. Oh, unfortunate. It looks like he's going to be able to find at least a gray shield to keep it alive a little bit longer. Was hoping maybe for something else, but that blue, the juggle, the push, the carry, and the execution. Beautiful combo coming in from Oyuji's Mike. Absolutely flawless to get that first elimination onto Pace.
Yeah, Mike doing the classic fan combo there off of the R&B into the jumping LMB R&B. Now we're going to see WBG Spider on the run here, forced to use that F2 here just to try to break away from this fight as all of these players keep the pressure up. Spider looking for an armor swap, something in his favor here. Is not going to find anything. Just going to keep utilizing the sides here off those scale rushes. Of course, Wolves Wang Liang trying to give chase here. Spider on the backside yet again needs to be very careful as he runs the circle. We're going to go over to Jails Dao Yue versus 521's Akami coming in. Dao Yue forced to go ahead and use that F2 there to break away. Dao Yue just trying to get as much movement in as he possibly can, but he's going to be caught up. He does find an armor swap, but that armor going to be mostly stripped away very quickly here by Akami there on those purple fists. But now Dao Yue trying to go for a juggle combo there, finds the R&B there. This is going to be so close. Akami goes for the ultimate. He's not going to be able to find Dao Yue. Dao Yue goes in the zone, and Akami cannot follow because of how low he is. It forces the option there for Dao Yue to be able to go ahead and heal to full here just because of how low he was. If he took a single zone tick there, he would have went down. Now Akame gonna have spent most of his ult time off there looking to pressure onto Dao Yue. He's gonna go for 2 Fs. He's gonna miss the first one. We'll find the second and the third, looking to keep the pressure up. Not a lot of HP healed off the side of him, coming in with those dual blades now, or sorry, fist blades there doing a little bit of damage, but the F invested, the ult invested by Dao Yue just to break away. And Akame now on the receiving end of some pressure from TE Star trying to keep that up. up as we're going to see Dao Wei coming in with the ult as well. Akame is going to go down to Dao Wei there off of the ult. Star trying to use that F to break away here from the damage from Dao Wei. Dao Wei going to cancel the ultimate and start getting some of that rage back as soon as possible. Star trying to break away is getting a little bit of a reset. Hasn't been able to get the full HP reset. Dao Wei giving chase here off of these dual halberds. Doesn't want to give Star an opportunity to break away, but Star able to get those purple fist weapons off of Akame earlier. But Dao Wei with the downhill is going to catch a huge amount of damage there off that uppercut combo. We are going to see that F invested that backstab doing quite a bit of damage there to Dao Wei. Dao Wei going to look for a reset as well as Star here, both still on the white armor. Star looking to turn back and keep the pressure up, knowing that Dao Wei still only 50% of the way to ult charge here. Dao Wei looking for some pots, some resources off the body here. Tries to find control of the neutral with the fist blades as well coming in. We're going to see Star use that F yet again. The ult going to be invested as well. This is going to be it. Dao Wei in a tight situation off of that ultimate provided from Star. Star just needs to find one more intro into this fight, but it's Dao Wei who continues to find the opening. Star tries to use that teleport behind. They're just going to clank though. Dao Wei holding the charge, waiting for it to come out. There we go. The dash is going to be invested, and Star finds the elimination.
Took him long enough. Man, he was fighting for that one for a hot minute here. It looks like Mike and Fat Milk is in the middle of fighting this out here. It looks like he's going to be able to pop, no, not the ulti here, but it looks like he's going to be able to pop the F2, but it's not going to be enough as Mike gets juggled. Oh, no, it's not looking good for him. As Yuan ends up getting corners him inside of this one and captures the elimination onto Mike here. Unfortunate. Meanwhile, Yuan ends up getting caught towards the back here. Max, oh, beautiful parry to connect it, but Yuan actually isn't going to take the advantage as much as I expected it for him to be. He ends up getting juggled, sadly. I'm going to be able to actually take advantage of that moment here as Fat Milk trying to see if he can dodge it. Nice dodge coming in from Yuan here. He's going to back up towards this Fat Milk, trying not to get caught by those dual halberds here. Still very powerful inflection inside of these hits here. As Mike's going to be up top here. Uh-oh, looks like he's going to come back for the salts. It's time for the salty run back, ladies and gentlemen. Love to see the opportunity actually come through here. As he looks like he's going to connect the bow shot. Connects for two. Does he connect for a third? Looks like he's unable to. As looks like he's just going to dodge it. Ooh, just enough to be able to get a nice strike, but he's able to go back for the heals here. Yuan deciding to pop off this. Oh, no. Oh, finds another gray. Inside of this, goes right back towards the fight yet again. Goes for the Scale Rush, trying to see if they can connect it. Both Scale Rushes misses. Oh, but Yuan is able to take the advantage. Is he not taking the advantage of the fight, though, once he gets that parry? Nice hits and Shredder coming through. Oh, no. Mike comes through with the third party, ends up disengaging inside of that fight. And Mike is able to steal the elimination away from Yuan after all that work. Beautiful finish towards that. Nice strikes. Oh, is able to capture him with the juggle piece. Mike absolutely feeding towards that so well here. As Yuan still has the opportunity here as he's able to have the ulti still alive just long enough for him to be able to get out of there just as Mike is able to come through again. Oh, beautiful. Gotcha. Come back here with the parry. Is able to sit him down. Not long enough for it here. It looks like he's going to try to stall just in the nick of time. Oh, and is able to get himself out of the stun just in time as Yuan is going to be able to use that towards his advantage here. Circle slowly closing in, but the tick isn't that much of a damage reduction for him here. Looks like Mike's going to be able to pop himself right back into a corner. And it looks like Fat Milk, same with Mike, is going to go for the salty run back here. It's going to cause a little bit of a disturbance here. Looks like Mike is going to be able to use this opportunity, decides to rush forward and says, nah, I don't want the smoke. I came and got what I needed. It's time for me to skedaddle.
Yeah, Spider here looking to head into this first set of Realm of Yang. We do see now we are zone 1 almost completely collapsed onto zone 2. Akame trying to pressure him away here. Spider with those fist blades just playing around the edge of the circle here. Goes in, finds the parry onto Akame. Akame going to go ahead and burst that F just to go ahead and get a little bit of damage. Spider not going to be able to chase here if he wants to take the inside here. If he wants to take this Realm of Yang, going to pop the ult knowing that he's going to get the reset as he heads in. More than happy to go ahead and look around for some extra resources before taking advantage of it. Mike topside here just needs to get his hand onto the portal. Will be heading in. It's going to be Mike versus Jean Yuan. These two going to be running it back here. They traded blows earlier here. Mike was able to steal the elimination out from under Jean Yuan. This could be the payback that he was looking for. Both players going to go airborne here, looking to get those range shots on each other. The bow on the side of Jean Yuan, looking to find some sort of damage. Will find a tick onto Mike. It goes for the parry. Will miss time to parry again, but going to cover it with the F. this time around. Not going to let Mike find a huge advantage as he did before. We're going to see the ultimate invested. Unfortunately, the freeze doesn't connect. Mike taking a lot of damage. He has spun that first change of ult. The charged R&B going to be coming in doing a lot of damage, but Mike going to use that F to break away from most of the damage off of it. The ult going to be coming down on the side of Jean Yuan. Mike just needs to find a little bit more rage to get that ultimate. Is going to get the parry and will pick up those legendary dual Halleys. This is going to be quite a bit of a form shift for Jean Yuan. Jean Yuan gets the elimination, but unfortunately he loses his legendary Halleys over it, ladies and gentlemen.
How do you lose your legendary Halleys in this moment here? There's so much going on here. That's the one thing you don't want to lose inside of this fight, especially inside of the realm of Yang here. Spider ends up getting absolutely thrown like a football. Both shots going to connect that, though, and Spider, he hits his shots. He's able to do exactly what he needs to inside of this fight. He's able to keep it moving towards this. Strong hits towards this Spider. He's able to get his reward, gets that Vermilion's Birthmind, gets a free get out of jail free card. Now he's going to try to see if he can use that on somebody here. KT225 currently with 4 eliminations under his belt here. At least the leader of this game. At least towards this, but overall, he's going to have to put a little bit more work in towards this as Mike is going to be able to find it. Oh, beautiful find. The prediction towards that massive scale onto Yuan here. Oh, actually ends up going right in front of him. Ends up getting 2 slashes from the dual halberd. Not looking good for them both here. They both pop their ultis at the same time. Oh! Ends up capturing him with the stun lock from the Arctic Wraith. Is able to do such a fantastic job to almost get the finish, but is unable to do that. Able to find the gray shield swap here. Is able to pop a little bit more time to be able to pop the heal. Now he's going to come back for seconds here, maybe. Juan's going to try to see if maybe he can feed towards this. Not a lot of momentum trying to squeeze in towards this. Oh, he's able to time it just well enough, but just like Yuan did, the parry comes through at a beautiful time. Mike is able to at least come through, maybe try to get some of Yuan. Is able to back up just far enough here. Ooh, beautiful stun to be able to find him yet again inside of this here, but it's not going to be enough here. Oh, Mike finds it. Gets the parry, the finish, and depletes him of his Vermilion's Birthmind just as fast as how he got it.
I'm really sad here. Yuan actually had this fight, right? He gets the freeze onto Mike, and he prioritizes breaking the Tessa ultimate rather than killing him. He needed 1, maybe 2 hits there to eliminate Mike. He kind of panics and opts to go to cancel the ulti. The thing is if you kill Mike in that moment before the ulti pops, you never eat the stun. So if Yuan had just turned and taken the guaranteed hits onto Mike, Mike actually just dies there, and Yuan wins the fight. Unfortunately, instead, he's forced to pop his F there as soon as we see Mike break out. Mike able to get some hits onto him. He then has to try to find control of the neutral again. Mike, just an extremely strong player, so a terrible player to have to be looking for control of that neutral. And because of that, Yuan, like you said, he loses that Vermilion's Birthmind. Frostivus here with a double uppercut onto T225, as well as I do believe OUG's Mike there, but now Frostivus getting absolutely blitzed through there by T225, going to use that teleport there off the F to get away. And Mike's just going to come in and clean up a free elimination. Frostivus does all the work, and Mike gets the elimination anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Mike on an absolute tear right now with 5 eliminations. T225, unfortunately, with 5 eliminations, it has that Vermilion's though, so he's going to go look for that resurrection. Needs to come back in and take control of the lobby again. SS1 here, Paste fighting it out with TE Star with the teleport. We're going to see Paste here use that F to break away. Going to pop the ultimate here now. Wants to try to lock this down here onto Star with the ult into the uppercut. Star able to find the iframe to get away though, so now we're going to see Pace trying to dodge those teleports here. Pace got to be very careful. He's playing in the zone here. The teleport behind there. Star looking for another one, will find it into the poison splash, but it's not going to be enough as he's able to go ahead and pick up that soul bloom and get those heals off the zone, doing a lot of damage combined with that poison splash though, so needs to go ahead and get those heals off and get back out of zone as we move over to Mike here, who has a slew of weapons in his backpack here, a ton of parries as well, as he looks to lock in for yet another Realm of Yang.
That Realm of Yang is going to be the advantage for him, because it looks like they're still going to have to fight this out outside of the circle here, and it looks like there's going to be 2 other people fighting this out as well. It looks like Mike and Spider fighting this out. The question is he going to be able to land? No, Mike actually going to try to see if maybe he can steal this away from Spider. Spider has that ticket. Definitely does not want him to go inside of here. Mike has been sick and tired of everybody having fun inside of the realm of Yang. Mike wants to get a ticket inside of there too. And if he means he's got to take it, he's going to take it away from you. Meanwhile, Spider is trying to fly away, using his ulti here. It looks like he'll have the opportunity to be able to replenish it yet again here, just trying to see if he can complete it. And it looks like he's able to here. Right back at it. Able to go right back towards that airborne location. He's still got 14 seconds left on the clock for him to get into it. He needs to get into that circle as quick as possible here. It looks like he's going to drop down here. 7 seconds left on the clock. Ends up capturing it. Not able to do a whole lot. Ends up getting caught by the stun. It's not looking good for him here. Spider's going to go in. Oh, and he does it in the nick of time.
Yeah, that was very bad for Spider. If he hadn't been able to get that portal, things could have turned very quickly. And it's going to be WBG Spider versus Alliance's Frostivus. This is a good fight. I love this particular matchup between these two players. A lot of history here between these two players since Frostivus has come over. Frostivus looking for it, but Spider finds the initial bow shot, and he's going to find some huge damage there off the fist blades as well. Frostivus going to turn around and find a little bit, looking for that fan RMB, threatening the space as Spider comes in. Spider going to take a little bit there, but the parry going to come in from Frostivus. This is huge. He goes for the two-stage charge here, gets a little bit of follow-up damage there. Spider with no armor as well. Frostivus without his down. Spider trying to break away there with the F. Frostivus looking for the charge. Spider gonna pop the ultimate here, and Frostivus just going to have to try to buy some space here. This is a pretty bad ult for Frostivus to have to deal here on the Matara. Huge damage coming in. Frostivus able to avoid quite a bit of it, though. Spider not going to find that full charge state there. Now the teleport behind Spider, trying to do everything he can to minimize the damage coming in. Spider going to lose his wings here. Frostivus now needs to take control of everything. Spider got a little bit of HP back there, but not a lot. Frostivus continues coming. We're going to see the teleport, the F coming in. Frostivus, though, going to find the uppercut into the follow-up there, goes for the bow shot, just needs to find it again, but it's not going to be enough. Spider finds the follow-up hit he needs, is going to come out on top.
What a finish. Are we surprised, though? Are we surprised coming in from WBG Spider? I think if not,
I do believe Hadi's favored into this particular matchup, so Frostivus did an extremely good job there, utilizing his ultimate to minimize the damage that actually came through from that Hadi ultimate and to keep Spider away for as long as possible. If it had been a mirror match or the other way around, I don't know if Spider wins there.
I don't know towards that either here, but definitely is looking really, really good for like certain areas. It looks like we're going to try to go through, and it looks like it's going to be a nice heal here for this one. And Spider looks like he's going to take his time and be able to go for the heals, and it gets his repair at least. T225. 5 minutes on the clock, 4.5 currently for him. T225 is going to try to see if maybe he can scramble around, get an elimination somewhere. Let's see if he can find it here as Mike and Spider yet again, round number 2. Comes the chase. Mike just trying to get away here. Spider not making it easy for him here. Looks like he will be able to most likely capture him as he does. He does get close and forces it. Oh, beautiful carry to immediately start that fight off. Ends up pushing that a little bit too forward. Ends up getting caught inside of Mike's combo. Looks like we're going to go right back towards him here with the dagger. Dagger able to do a little bit of some movement here. Nice little bit of momentum to be able to capture him inside of the sun. He's going to try to see if he can retreat as fast as possible, but not really far. And looks like he was able to get just far enough. He ends up getting striked one time. Wasn't enough. Spider was able to pop his ulti and get out of Dodge's way as fast as possible. Now back at it again up top. Spider trying to see if maybe he can get some type of strike towards this. Is Mike able to try to see if he can find it? Not to be able to do a lot here. It looks like he's going to try to dodge the strike. And it looks like he's not even able to do enough here as Frostivus is going to catch up towards the backstretch and says, hey, I'm here, by the way. Let you know, you got another neighbor. Spider's going to try to see if he can retreat this. Such an interesting switch of events here. Currently, when we first saw this fight, Mike was the one that was trying to retreat and trying to just get out of Dodge's way. And now it's Spider on the wrong side of this chase here. Looks like he's just going to scare rush it as far away as possible here. Ooh, almost tries to see if he can capture him onto it, trying to predict his next movement here, but wasn't able to here. But he's going to try to see if he can go towards the grain. Mike waiting for it, for the impact. Maybe seeing if he can catch a free parry off that, but was unfortunate here. Nice strikes towards the blue, trying to see if he can maybe capture it. Ooh, almost goes in and falls for it, but not well enough as he ends up going for the dodge. The Spider yet again is able to get away. Looks like Mike decides, nah, it's not really worth it to be able to go for that fight here. Meanwhile, T225 and Wolves fighting this out here, but it looks like, is that another arrow? Another bow coming through off the top section?
You know, Spider playing this really well, right? He's got that White Tiger's prowess, so as long as he's moving right now, he just gets to continue to heal off that. He finds himself in a bad situation. Rather than trying to force the hand, try to take a risky play, turn the attention onto another player, he can just keep breaking away and heal as long as he's able to play keep away. Spider, of course, one of those players who has some of the best movement in the game. Very easy for him to do that and just go and heal up. We are going to see those White Tiger buffs end here as we see Zhang Yuan pick up an elimination on Wang Liang with a bow shot here. Frosty was trying to come in and pick up some of the scraps as well as WBG Spider. Frosty was going to back away to take a reset here. He's got 1 minute and 50 seconds left remaining on that Yang depletion. He needs to make something happen. Spider going to find the parry to intro into the fight with a huge follow-up there with the jumping LB into R&B there off of the fan. That legendary fan going to quickly erase the purple shields entirely off of Frostivus, and Frostivus now in a bit of a pickle. He's trying to take this fight as far away from the rest of the pack as possible so that he doesn't start to get sharked down by everybody in the lobby. But Spider yet again finds the follow-up parry, and again he's already low. He's going to do the same combo with the jumping LB into the R&B off of the fan. It's so much damage. Frostivus is forced to double teleport here just to try to break away a single tick of HP, but there it is, ladies and gentlemen. OUG's Mike finds the elimination yet again. Mike here just kind of sharking eliminations out from underneath players left, right, and center of this game. He goes to 5. He's going to tie things up with KLA's T225.
T225 doing whatever he can here as Mike trying to do the exact same here. Catches Spider in another stun lock here. And it looks like he's going to get outstunned entire towards that. Ends up getting caught inside of a really tough third party. Not looking good for him here. Oh, no! And the Banes is able to take him away from this fight as well. Looks like he's going to take him again from Akame. Akame's not looking good for him, though. Oh, Spider's going to get caught in it, too. Akame gets caught in it for the second time. Spider. Now, I know. All right, now, hold on now. Let's not get caught in it yet again. T225 almost gets caught in it again. Oh.
Spider playing with fire right here. Zhang Yuan going to pick up another elimination. He's going to go to 4. Going to pick it up on 5-2-1's Akame. This is interesting. Typically, we see players opt to kind of break away from fights as this Bane Breath come down, but because Spider had found such a huge opening onto OUG's Mike with the follow-up, the Bane drops in the middle of that since the whole lobby had rotated to kind of shark that elimination as quickly as possible. We see so many players fall victim to the Banes coming out. T225 is just going to stand in the middle of one here. He's going to take quite a bit of damage. Needs to back away and burn some resources. He's got plenty of shield pots though in the back pocket. This is going to take him down to 8 from 10 though, as we are heading in to our next zone here, zone 5 in the next 10 seconds. We have 4 players left remaining alive. T225 going to do the smart thing. He's going to come loot some extra goodies away from the body. TE Star going to do a little bit of shopping while they have the opportunity, and it's KLA's T225, ASE's Zhang Yuan here, TE's Star, and WBG Spider remaining in the lobby. I don't think there's a way for Star to walk away the MVP here. There's simply not enough eliminations. ASE here is going to go ahead and pick up that Spirit Well, going to get himself that buff, the Mystic Might, as well as those extra goodies. Going to be in a really good situation here as he looks to start to chase down some of these other players. 3 legendary weapons in the back pocket as well. With those 5 eliminations, he's really setting himself up for success. We saw him this game, last game he goes and solves the puzzle in Praedoria so that he can get the extreme Soul Jade. This game he goes and solves the puzzle to go ahead and pick up that legendary weapon earlier, those dual halberds that he loses to Mike early on inside that first set of Realm of Yang. But we are seeing a pattern being formed by Zhang Yuan as a player here, where he's looking to take advantage of all of those early game gifts that you can lock down for yourself so that he can have the biggest advantage going into the mid game as humanly possible. And it is serving him pretty well because yet again, he is at the top of the pack here. He's top 4. He has 5 eliminations this game. Again, he could easily find himself finding that back-to-back MVP, Dobby.
If he can find it here inside of this space here, but 5 eliminations so far, he's going to have to fight this out with T225 and Spider. Whoa, what's with the logos, though? They weren't able to pick that up? Did you see that?
Yeah, this is what I talked about before with the Spirit Well. Whoever opens the Spirit Well, they are the only players for quite a hot minute who can pick up the drops from it. Cool. So since Zhang Yuan was the one who opened it, nobody can pick up the rest of the items from that Spirit Well right now. As we're cutting back to the Realm of Yang we missed earlier between T225 and ASE Zhang Yuan. Zhang Yuan here forced to use the F, going to go ahead and invest some bow shots here on to Liam there from the side of KLA's T225. Huge uppercut combo into a refreeze off of the O with the follow-up charge to R&B from the fan for the execution. That legendary fan pumping out so much damage. Man, that was clean coming in from Zhang Yuan.
That was a good strike, though, coming in towards this one here. That was, we were able to see around this here. Is T225 chilling inside of the rocks here? Like Star, looks like he might go searching a little bit. He might not find what he likes to see, maybe, as he sees Spider nearby. Has to be careful. At least Spider's on the outside of the realm. Spider's gonna be able to go for it. The heals here. Slow ending towards. It's very surprising, honestly, towards these solos here, as we do see them towards the final end of this game, at least. Some really good potential from both of these players so far here. As Yuan looks like he's waiting and watching. Doesn't even realize one's on the... It doesn't... There we go. Okay. Now he sees him. I was say, don't get run up on. Don't even realize it as he hears the footsteps. Just don't get caught. Uh-oh. Spider almost getting caught, though, by that bow. Not being able to do it much here. Ace with that Mystic Might here. Not able to create too much here. Ooh, almost is able to pop that, but not enough. Gonna be able to rotate this around here. Not looking good towards this. Yuan trying not to get caught up inside of this third party here. Caught in a tough situation here. Looks like one's gonna be able to scatter through. KLA C225 looks like he might be able to take the advantage and start fighting one of the other players here. Meanwhile, Spider just trying to just not get caught by any of the bow strikes here. It could be massive for some of these players. You definitely don't want to give any of the other players an opportunity to try to push out as hard as possible.
Yeah, Spider are going to use that 2-Na to his advantage, trying to go ahead and get that buff as well as the healing off of it. As we take a look, 4 players left remaining alive. They slow play this out, right? Because Zone 5 finally starting to collapse onto Zone 6 here. Zone 6 will collapse onto Zone 7 in the next 30 seconds, but that Zone 5 has another Bane's Breath. And given how the mid-game Bane's Breath at the start of Zone 4 really hit so many of these players so hard because of the aggression onto OUG's mic, I completely understand why these players kind of slow it down. They don't want to pressure fights too hard going into that Zone 5, knowing there's going to be another Bane's Breath, that there's nothing they can do about dropping onto the map. So they wait for that to go out. And we have so much verticality in this particular spot on the map as well. There's 4 players. This is kind of a death trap where if you try to initiate a fight with another player and you get a little low or they get a little low, the third party can kind of come in and really create a hectic environment for these fights to break out. So we're probably going to see these players wait until that Zone 7 starts to collapse before we see any more action popping off, Dubby.
Oh, you're right. You definitely are right. Unless one just decides to get real brave and maybe ends up getting fed into this fight where maybe the third party starts to happen as well, but sadly would not be able to. T225 ends up getting caught in some of the bow strikes here towards this series. Does not want to get caught as the circle is slowly starting to go in. It looks like it's going to be at the very top of this little mountain hinge right here. What? I'm sorry. How did he parry from that far? Excuse me? I don't remember that being a thing. That was really impressive, though, towards this as Yuan actually able to get some decent damage hits on the Spider here with the bow. Able to get some connection off of this there, and he ends up going all the way down towards the very bottom here. It's like T225. Gonna be able to scale down here as well, trying to see if we can find one. As Spider finds a decent little nook and cranny right towards this. 30 seconds left on the clock for the final circle. It's gonna be a good one here towards this. 4 players left alive. 3 of them at least with gold. Looks like Star is gonna be the only one without it. All the way up top. Not looking good for him. There is a possibility, but it's real tough knowing you got 3 strong contenders with 3 strong weapons. 2 of them with gold, 2 of them with gold weapon and gold shield, let alone it. See if that opportunity starts to strike. Rune, what do you think?
This is going to be really, really interesting to see how this plays out here. Spider coming in, looking for an opportunity with the fan, is going to take some damage from these clinks. T225 there with that Assassin's Lunge, trying to make something happen there off of the Soul Jade. Not quite able to find it. We are going to see a grapple come up. Jean going to use the F to drop down here in a pretty much safe position, doing a really good job of just utilizing the scale rushes and staying in the game here. Going to pop the ultimate. The zone is collapsing down here. Jean wants to go high, wants to use the bow here to get as many shots off as possible, wants to keep using using the dashes to buy themselves as much time. Spider going to hold on for as long as possible before he pops the ult. Going to start healing here inside the very tip top of this little zone. He's got to be careful about how much damage he's taken from the zone, though. Zhang Yuan on the receiving end of some damage there from T225, as well as Spider there with the huge fire tick damage coming in off the top of that. It's going to be Spider who picks up T225, as well as another player here. It looks like Spider going to be coming out on top here, ladies and gentlemen, for your MVP for game number 2. Things slow down pretty drastically, and Spider plays it out. He waits. He sees everybody else pop their ultimate, and he just slow plays it. He goes to low HP, but he knows if he can pop him out on Mike, but instead he pops in and decides to break the chain. And I'm sorry, Dobby, I know you wanted to talk about your map, but
I don't know. I don't know if you're missing out, but everyone's in Shadow. Nobody is anywhere else in this map. Nobody's in Sweatshirt. Nobody in Shipwreck's Expanse. Nobody anywhere else. It's just an absolute desert bloodbath. That's that we're literally about to ensue. There might be one or two teams that's inside the grass areas, but literally everywhere else it's just nothing but sand, sand, sand. Meanwhile, Hollyway immediately is able to capture a nice little parry off the top here. Mike getting caught in a tough situation. Now he's going to go for the retreat. Well, Lumen going to try to scale it here. Meanwhile, finds the gray shield swap. Oh, nice strike off the longsword here. And is able to maybe try to see if he can keep that momentum. Oh, goes for the switch. Now I understand how small that circle has to be. And I get it now. That actually could be a make it or break it moment for the Wushin, depending on how good it is. That is really phenomenal to actually see that amount of momentum, but literally everyone is in Shadow Jade. Jade Pond, Sigma Mine, Dragon Spine Yard. Everyone is basically there and downward the entire way through, as Wolves is able to capture elimination onto pace with those new weapons. I mean, man, oh man, those things have been absolutely dangerous.
Oh my goodness. Here we go back to the Fist Blades again. Now it's going to be Fist Blades versus Fist Blades with Wolves. Wang Liang versus OUG's Mike here. Mike here absolutely just getting blitzed through. He's going to be forced to pop the F almost immediately. Wang Liang now needs to find a way in. Mike, though, typically, you know, the man with the plan has got an armor somewhere in the back pocket, or it looks like he's heading to try to find one. If he doesn't, Liam going to pop that F there. Going to be coming in. We're going to see the ult invested on the side of Mike. Is the ult coming in there from Wang Liang as well. Wang Liang's just going to let Mike back away here. And he says, cool, you're going to burn your ultimate. There we go. We're going to see him end it early, trying to conserve it, and then Wang Liang, who looked like he was breaking away, just immediately turns back into the fight. He's got the ult off the rip there. He's going to find some damage onto Mike. Mike gets most of a reset, but that armor going to be shredded off of him very quickly as Wang Liang keeps the chase up here. Mike, though, up here in Pond, going to be able to find that armor swap very quickly, so Wang Liang looking up for the armor reset there will find some, but Mike immediately strips him off of it here with the staff. He's going to go down with the follow-up coming in now, though. It's going to be Alliance's Frostivus looking to put the pressure onto Mike, but Mike has the ult back. All of that damage he was able to get out on that fight onto Wang Liang, plus the Soul Bloom means that ult's back online. A huge parry onto Frostivus with the follow-up here. Frostivus, no place to go here. He's going to find a parry of his own here. Goes for the follow-up. Mike going to be forced to use the F to get away there as DRG's Fong comes in. Fong going to take quite a bit of damage. He's going to throw that ultimate out there. He's not going to be able to connect on it. Frostivus is able to get away. Frostivus looking to use that ult to clean up. He's going to get huge hits onto Fong. Going to find another hit. He needs one more. He will find the elimination there. He's able to get the Soul Bloom as well. Gets the parry onto Mike. Finds another follow-up with the ult there. Mike going to be forced into the ultimate as well if he wants to stay alive here. And we're going to see our boy Alliance's Frostivus use the ult to continue to try the chase there. He goes one to dash into the air, one for the follow-up. Doesn't find the hit on Mike. Mike though going to keep chasing. Doesn't find the connection. Frostivus needs to be careful though. The third party in from behind. T225. Oh my goodness. No, sorry. It's Zhang Yuan who tries to get the kill, but he sets it up and gives it to Mike. And now Mike trying to turn it onto him as well.
Absolutely insane to follow through. OUG's Mike gonna try to see if he can retreat off of this here, but Yuan wants blood and they smell it. Oh, gonna try to see if he can strike it, but actually misses out on it. Meanwhile, Mike is actually going to be able to at least get a little bit away with the gray shield, but not going to be able to do a lot. As Yuan's going to decide he's going to want to go through the strike here, gets a little bit airborne, catches Mike inside of this there. The question is he going to be able to do it again? Yes, he does. Nice strike. It takes at least 1 to 2 more here. He's going to get closer into this gap here. He's able to find it as Yuan gets the elimination onto Mike. Captures his first elimination and stops the reign of terror for Mike.
Yeah, Yuan able to finally secure that elimination. Mike, though, with the early resurrection, you know, he finds 3 eliminations super early here. This is a really good start for OUG's Mike here. as he comes in and already puts up 3 points onto the board, tying things up with Yuan, even though Yuan was able to just pick up the elimination off of him. T225 here with the charge. RMB off the staff, gonna pick Spider up and do a ton of damage here. Spider with no armor, gonna invest the F onto the side of the wall here as he's finding just a little bit of a window to get some of that damage reduction in. T225 holding the teleport there. Spider able to avoid the first one, able to avoid the second one. This tower playing ring around the rosy, gonna be able to buy Spider quite a lot of an advantage here. Somehow able to get that pot off on the side before the terrain scuffs and drops him down below. Yuan here still at pond. Mike with the respawn actually comes back, decides he wants to run this back, and this could be interesting for him. Both Akami and John Yuan in range there. Mike taking a ton of damage. He's forced to burn the ultimate and then ends it trying to get it back once we see space created, but Akami does not want to give up the chase here, is going to find the grapple, keeps Mike from getting away, finds the follow-up pistol shot as well. Mike with the gray armor swap yet again. Mike doing what Mike does best with the armor swaps here, but unfortunately he is down to gray armor now off this resurrection. Gray weapons as well. No ultimate, 60% charge. He does have that F still up. Akami just burning grapples left, right, and center. Mike with plenty in the back pocket. He's going to miss that first teleport. Mike able to find another armor swap into a blue armor as we head up here. And this, of course, going to be perfect for Mike here. He's going to have so many opportunities to scale rush there inside the city, break away from so many players here. And Akami's going to give up chase because he knows these Realms of Yang coming forward. He doesn't want to sit there and continue to burn resources on the odd chance that he might be able to chase down Mike. Wolves inside the center here, trying to lock himself down. He does have that ticket to be able to take this Realm of Yang, but pistol shots coming in from every direction here. Wang Lang's got to be very careful about how he takes this. He's waiting for that timer to tick down, see if he can get inside. Fat Milk trying to keep the pressure up. Wang Lang does not want to give this away here, but it's both Dao Yue and Fat Milk trying to pressure him away. He's going to be forced completely out of the circle. He's going to give it up to somebody over here who's going to be taking it in. It's going to be Fat Milk who actually gets the ticket here. He's going to knock Dao Yue away and hoping for that Yang to come through very shortly. Fat Milk going to scale rush up, trying to break away yet again. It looks like he might be able to give that ticket away. No, Fat Milk going to come back inside. Wolf's going to come back inside, but Dao Yue is going to be the one who gets the ticket here as everybody breaks away from the circle. He's going to open it up for himself. He's going to pop that ultimate just to buy himself some space here because he's going to get the reset as soon as he heads inside. He's just going to wait. He's going to use the ultimate to cover to guarantee he gets to go inside. And it's going to be Dao Yue versus SS1's Paste.
What an absolute dynamite here. As we're going to see this fight come through here, as they're most likely going to go airborne inside of this realm. And if yes, they are. Dao Yue is going to try to see if maybe he can hit some shot. Oh! Pace hits a massive one onto that. Hits airborne and absolutely depletes the shield from Dao Yue. Not looking good for him inside of this realm of Yang. This could go really quickly here as Dao Yue is actually able to get some really grand strikes coming in from those dual blades here. Looks like he's going to try to see if he can connect some. It looks like he's able to here, but Dao Yue is not looking good for him here. Oh, there goes those strikes. Now I understand what you're talking about. Whoa, that was a lot of damage coming through, though, but it looks like it's not going to be enough here. But it does give him time to be able to get away while all those strikes are happening here. He's able to deplete that, but it's not going to be enough here. But the sword's able to do a decent amount of damage while Yue is just trying to retreat to get some of the heals going, at least for himself here. It looks like he's going to go a little bit more airborne, not looking good as the strikes hit a little bit harder. And just like that, Pace is able to get the win inside of the realm of Yang.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Pace had such a better control of the neutral game there. We really see Dao Yue kind of banking on the damage and the stagger coming in from the blades, and Pace using as much of the blue focus as he can, trying to just maintain spacing so that he always has an opportunity to get a little bit of chip damage there on Dao Yue, waiting out that ultimate, and then as soon as that ultimate's gone, he's just able to find control of the neutral, can find control of the entirety of the fight. Yes, he was a little behind in terms of resources, in terms of health, but because he just had such a better control of the neutral game there, as soon as the threat of that ultimate washes away from Dao Yue, we see Pace come out on top there. Looks like Spider is also able to come out on top in his realm of Yang. DRG's Fong, it looks like he was able to find a Moore's Blessing to get that Vermilions as well. Mike coming in, looking to get some hits here onto Dao Yue, really trying to make something happen. He's going to find the swap this time onto Mike, is able to find the re-engage, but he sees Mike go for the F2, so he's just going to back away. He's not going to overcommit here. He's going to look for an opportunity to get a reset himself here. Mike doesn't want to give him one. Mike will miss the grapple onto Dao Yue. Yue going to get at least one pot off here because of that. Mike trying to give chase there. Doesn't go for the parry. Very interesting there. Wei lets that go for so long. Mike very easily could have used a jump parry to punish there, but instead he's going to come in. He doesn't pick up. No, Mike does pick up the kill. It's going to be Akami who comes in. Akami sets it up for him there with those bow shots. And yet again, Mike doing what Mike does best right now and just kind of scraping kills out from other players. Akami tries to snipe it out, but Mike waits patiently for those bow shots to connect so that he can follow up and get the damage here and clean up the eliminations. It's going to put Mike at 4 eliminations, bounty currently on his head. Not sure whether it is Akami or Fat Milk. I do believe it's going to be Fat Milk with how close that bounty tick is with the bounty there onto Mike. Mike going to do a little bit of shopping as we cut across the map here to take a look. With that 4th elimination brings Mike into first place over to Zhang Yuan. Zhang Yuan there with the Vermilion Birds Might going to be coming through looking to pop soon here and find that resurrection. WBG Spider coming through, or sorry, no, Zhang Yuan is actually lost Realm of Yang. I apologize. He is looking for that resurrection post that. He's got to be careful. Yeah, he's got that Yang depletion on him. He's got to look for an opportunity to find an elimination here if he wants to keep the game alive, and he's made it to end circle every single game. So question is, will he be able to do it again here in game number 3?
See what he can do here inside of this moment here. Looks like now Yuan able to go airborne here. It looks like there's another player down at the bottom. It's going to be Spider. Whoa, nice little bit of teleportation. Ends up finding Pace. Going to try to see if maybe they can work towards this. Doesn't want to get caught up as there's so many people inside of this. We have Star, we have Spider. Looks like we have Frostivus as well. Wolves, TL. Definitely does not want to get caught in this as well. Haste all the way around towards this. His Star is going to be able to come through here. Yuan hiding right inside of the corner here. Actually misses him just by an inch. Doesn't even realize he's right there. A rotation here, just trying to slow it down little by little here so far. The game has been very good. Oh, no, ends up catching on the outskirts here. The question is he going to connect to this fight? It looks like they will. Oh, beautiful parry. Yuan loses some damage off of this one, though. Beautiful misses out on the strike, though, from the longsword. And now he's going to try to see if he can get away from this. Looks like Star wants to catch this fight. He says, no, not today. And it looks like everybody's going to smell the blood towards this. The Sharks know that he's dangerously low here, at least in terms of his shield, having none at all. So he's going to maneuver it. He's going to go right back into the corner.
Yeah, Yuan's got to find that reset, but he also has to find an elimination very quickly. 54 seconds here for Star, about the same time for Yuan as well. Star coming in, and this is going to be a desperate fight between these two players. Star with the ultimate, but almost no HP available. He is going to catch Yuan with it, but Star has got to find the elimination. So does Yuan here. Both of them doing a ton of damage. Star going to get a little bit of a reset here, coming in, looking for another pot. We're going to see that fire tick damage coming in as well, but Star keeping the pressure up on Yuan. Yuan in the corner, forced to burn the F2. Star into the white armor swap here, going to take a ton of damage. Pace coming through. Will somebody be able to make it happen? Will Yuan be able to get this soul bloom? It looks like Star is going to go down here. Star trying to break away here, using that dagger to get as much movement. Is going to come in. He wants to pick up the elimination on Yuan. Yuan goes down. That's going to be Yuan out of the lobby. Star not able to get the soul bloom and is going to find himself going down to 5-2-1 Zakame.
Absolutely insane here. What a finish. Playing that super well inside of this piece here. Looks like Akame is going to work towards this next piece here, trying to see if they can juggle it towards another area here. As Mike, with those 4 eliminations, Pace and Frostivus timed it up with Spider, T25, and Fang with 2 eliminations towards this as Wolves. They're going to find Akame towards this. Let's see. He's going to be able to strike, at least getting out of the harm's way towards this. Double kick off of this. Going to try to see if they can keep to do the rotation. It looks like he might be able to get away here, as he won't be able to find him here. Towards this next area. Akame. Oh! Gonna get away in such the best time. It looks like Wolves is gonna keep that same pressure. And it looks like it's gonna be a waiting game for Frostivus as well.
We're gonna see here as we heading in. We're gonna see Fat Milk and Mike here fighting over the Spirit Well, and there we go. We're going to see those fights getting ready to come through from those realms of Yang. Fat Milk getting absolutely blitzed through. You're going to pop that ultimate there on Liam, trying to recover here from Mike, but Mike just needs to find a single hit here. Mike not quite able to find it. There it is. He will find it, and he's going to come back, and he's going to lock it down as we head over to Alliance's Frostivus versus WBG Spider inside the realm of Yang. Frostivus off to a good start, going to tear half the armor there off of Spider. Spider trying to use the cannon to splash some damage through to the other side onto Frostivus. Not quite able to find it. Will find the F, going to knock him away. Will try to come in. He does get the damage reduction, but not going to find the follow-up there Frostivus, though, going to take quite a bit of damage as he turns things back around. The ult going to be invested on the side of Frostivus. A little early as Spider does still have that ultimate. He's able to avoid that first hit there, not able to avoid the second, but Spider looking for a good opportunity. He just needs to wait for Frostivus to commit and try to come in with the V, but Frostivus will find double commits where Spider is sent spiraling in the air and doesn't have a chance to respond there. Looks for another one, but Spider finally does find the response. Gonna come through, get a huge heal off of it. Frostivus is gonna take a ton of damage. He just needs to find one more. Frostivus with the blades. He's able to find the kick, and against all odds, Alliance's Frostivus comes out on top in the realm of Yang against WBG Spider.
Let's go, Frosty. Finally is able to capture the burr inside of that fight and is able to absolutely capitalize it in that moment and catches him on the ice streak. What a finish coming through from Frosty. Absolutely needed a little bit of confidence there, and I think that's the confidence that he needs to really push out and make that situation happen here. Now it's about really what actually can he do towards this now that he has that opportunity here, and let's see if he can take the advantage of it against other players here. Looks like you're going to try to see if we can find more. This is what exactly we've been talking about this whole time here. What a well-placed execution coming in from Frosty's pace. Now is going to be on the retreat here. Meanwhile, Spider is on the inside here with Fang. Nice strike to be able to catch him with the parry here. Looks like he's going to keep that same momentum going through. He's going to keep that defense up. As meanwhile, Fang trying to see if he can hold it strong here. But Spider is going to be able to keep the same intact. Impacts coming in from the ground as well towards this. Those nunchucks able to do a little bit of some damage. Crazy amounts of damage actually towards this. It looks like he's going to be able to push him off. The question is, does he have enough time for it? Is the stun is going to be able to do enough? Oh, not enough. But it looks like he's going to be able to recover because that bow was able to lock him out of it. It looks like he knows exactly where he is. Going to try to capture him inside of this corner. Not looking good, though. This Spider's going to take his time here. Maybe he can run towards this, but it's not going to be able to do enough here. As it looks like he's going to be able to bounce off this, but Spider's able to capture and steal the elimination away.
Unfortunately, he does not get the Soul Bloom, though. So Spider picks up the additional point, but now has to find yet another elimination. He's going to get sent airborne by Akami with the follow-up from Frostivus. And Frostivus says, thanks for setting him up. I'll take the back-to-back eliminations onto Spider. And Frostivus still hungry, looking to chase down another elimination onto KLA's T225. T225 going to teleport topside. Frostivus going up, looking for him. Doesn't quite see him. Has got to figure out where he went. It looks like T225 going to find most, if not a full reset. And Frostivus decides to stop wasting his time. Is going to head back this direction. Frostivus here with 4 eliminations. OUG's Mike with 5. The 2 players leading the lobby here. 6 players left remaining as Zone 3 collapses onto Zone 4, which means heading into Zone 4, we're going to see that Bane's Breath getting ready to come through that absolutely griefed out basically the entire lobby in game number 2 because of the fight that was pressured onto OUG's Mike. Mike also getting caught out by that same Bane's Breath and giving the elimination, I do believe, to Spider last game. And speaking of which, Mike just keeping on the move here, doesn't want to find himself in a similar situation this game as we are Zone 3 getting ready to head over to Zone 4. Mike just going to keep it on the move. You're going to find a couple of extra little soul jades here, just trying to better his position as he heads into the late game here for game number 3. Of course, Mike rocking the classic new dual blade skin there, the double fish coming in, just serving up some sushi, Dobby.
Absolutely insane. Hey, make sure to give me some of that spicy mayo, though. I like some of that on top of my sushi. You know what I'm saying? I like some good fish, as long as it smells good. Anyway, oh no,
Akami gets caught out by the sign.
Oh, he's lucky nobody was paying attention.
Yeah.
Oh,
that could have been Akami's game right there.
That could have been real bad, especially in this game number 3. You got 3 more games left. You want to make sure that you're absolutely locked in towards all of these other ones as well here. Looks like it's going to be good, though. Let's see if they can keep that same momentum, though. As he's going to be able to push in towards that. Trying to make it work here is OUG's Mike. Trying to run towards it. See if we can go back towards the replays. Here's Fang. Gonna try to see if we can get some hits off of him. Nice hits off the wall here. And is able to capture another combo on the T225 here. T225 trying to see if maybe he can keep that same combo going here. Unable to capture him on side of that strike here. Looks like Fang is trying to see if maybe they can capture a nice little... Oh, and he gets him through the wall. Making it a lot harder for him to actually push onwards to maybe stop the stun. It looks like T225 was able to do it in a good amount of time. Wow, what a beautiful parry, though, off the bat. And then is able to get the finish, though. You love to see it. Does an amazing job towards that, though. Like, he Mans is absolutely winning right there.
Yeah, this is going to be very, very interesting to see how this game plays out. There's that Bane's Breath we were talking about, and we are zone 4 now, 40 seconds before we collapse on to zone 5. 6 players left remaining. A huge parry turnaround there from Wong Liang. Very, very interesting as we see him use that Liam F to break away from himself being parried, only to see them go for the stage charge there and answer with a parry of their own. Both players deciding to back away. They don't want anything to do with that fight. Wong Liang on the top side, just waiting this out here as we do see another Morris coming through. Going to be the final Morris blessing of the game as we wait. Frostivus down below here. Frostivus with the legendary armor, with the legendary fist blades. He's also playing Kyan here with 4 eliminations under his belt, setting himself up for success. He's got legendary nunchucks, legendary fan, and another purple set of those fist blades in the back pocket. And I do apologize, the Spirit Well coming through, and it looks like Frostivus wants to be the one who's going to lock it down for himself here. Going to break away, just trying to create some excess space here. Wants to get a good idea of where this fight's going to go. Wong Liang taking a huge risk as he goes down. He does have that Cav Bloom here. It creates a little bit of space there. He's going to shove a Kame off the top of that. And unfortunately, it means Wong Liang not going to be the one who's able to come in and secure this for himself. T225 going to come in, trying to pressure Mike away. Frostivus going to keep the pressure up onto Mike. Says the heck with the Spirit Well, get Mike out of here. And now it's going to turn back around yet again, trying to maintain as much time as he can here inside the Spirit Well. Wants to be the one to clutch it out, but it looks like T225 is just going to completely lock this down for himself. He's going to pick up that legendary armor, going to pick himself up some extra goodies, or sorry, not pick up the legendary armor because he's already got one, but pick himself some extra goodies he needs. 4 minutes and 5 seconds on that timer. Nobody else can interact with those things there. He's going to drop something else out there, so he's got some space to come back in, pick up that fan, hold on to it as we see the rest of the lobby break away. T225 clutching himself out some extra resources, trying to really set him up for those final moments. He's going to find some damage on the Frostivus as well, coming in there looking to make something happen. It goes in for the teleport, not quite able to make it happen, kind of breaking away here. T225 just looking for the scale rushes. Frostivus going to overhold here on those fists. A safe position for Frostivus to be there with the fists as he breaks away. Just wants to find an opportunity to go for the reset. The Bane's Breath going to be dropping in here for zone 5, and it's going to scare T225 away. This is going to be the opportunity Frostivus needs to go ahead and get that reset. There it is. Frostivus with the full ult, but he's going to take a ton of damage. He thinks he's safe, and T225 drops in off the top rope. Frostivus in the corner here. Frostivus is going to be forced to burn the ultimate here, burn the F as well. A really bad position for him to be here on the edge of this Bane's Breath as T225 continues chase. Frostivus is going to have to find another reset here, and T225 just going to keep the chase up, keep it going. He's going to go in. There it is. Unfortunately, he risked it for the biscuit. Scale rushes straight into that Bane's Breath. T225 not going to waste a second, going to capitalize on it. He turns back around and walks into another one because of the way T225 connects on the very edge of that scale rush. T225 picks up the elimination, and unfortunately, it sends Frostivus back to the lobby.
Absolutely insane here. Frostivus getting caught in a little bit of a greediness. You know, I understand it's a whole buffet in front of you, but sometimes maybe just don't eat that last rib. You know, sometimes that might have been the one that tops you over. We all know that feeling when you eat too much. You go, that one breath lets you know you're done, buddy. You're cooked, okay? Let's not come back to it again. Meanwhile, KLA's T225 just trying to hold on here, maybe hoping for the parry, but not able to do so as Mike getting a little bit faster on that reveal and being able to dictate when he's actually going to be able to dive strong into it. But sadly, not going to be able to do it here. Let's see if he can keep the same momentum as K225 is going to be overviewing all the action. He's going to dive strong into it in terms of the next bid. As OUG's Mike able to find where the next stretch tries to be here. Oh, he's going to try to take his time here, but not going to be able to do a whole lot. Looks like Mike's going to try to see if maybe he can find the next one. Oh, looks like he's going to force to pop the ulti here. He's going to try to see if he can fly and get airborne. Doesn't want to get caught by the next set. Oh, he ends up finding a purple swap. Beautiful time for that one as well towards this. Let's see if they can keep that same momentum going here. OUG's Mike trying to see if they can push towards this. Oh, beautiful finish onto it. Looks like he's going to try to see if maybe they can maneuver this around. Oh, but one of them wants that energy, though. He's able to go right through it. That's going to be paced in terms of the, oh no, Akame dangerously low. Not looking good. He's going to try to scale it all the way up and super far past it. Oh, wait, he's going to be on the inside of this one. Don't get caught. No! As Akame gets eliminated by T225. He's even captured inside of the corner here. Now.
Man is absolutely popping off. He's coming off the top roads consistently. He was able to find huge damage multiple times on the Frostivus, able to set himself up to pick that elimination up. T225 now with 4 eliminations, going to easily find the MVP he's been looking for all day here. Wolves going to take a couple of hits there from the Cav Bloom as well that T225 was able to secure and keep the pressure on to the rest of this lobby. Just keeps pushing it up. T225 able to get a full reset as well. He's got a nice little corner to hide in here. He can just threaten that space, keep everybody away as we're now down to your top 4. OUG's Mike, Kaylee's T225, Wolves, Wong Liang, and SS1. Oh my goodness. Speaking of which, Wolves, Wong Liang gonna go down as T225 sets himself up for yet another successful kill here. Comes in, he goes to 5. Now it's between T225, OUG's Mike, who's gonna come out on top here. T225 coming in, man, he's really keeping the pressure up. T225 feeling right at home on Matari here. We're gonna see Mike coming in with the fist blades, looking to make something happen. T225 gonna break away. Mike trying to turn the pressure onto T225. T225 though gonna overhold here. We're gonna see the ult being invested on the side of Mike. T225 gonna try to break away, but Mike gonna find multiple re-hits there onto T225. The third one looking to knock him into the zone. T225 is gonna be careful how he plays this. He's able to avoid that hit coming out. SS1 looking to come in. Pace trying to make something happen here. Oh my goodness, the teleport gonna come through though. Really playing this out well. T225 does not want to lose to Mike here. Wants to find this MVP for himself. He's able to get one pot off here. Mike keeps the chase up, but now Mike is the one who's on the back foot. He doesn't have the ultimate. He's behind in terms of it. Pace knows it. Pace gonna come in, looks for the opportunity. He's gonna find the F. Now T225 with the full reset here, gonna come in, look to find a ton of damage here, wants to knock him in, but we're gonna see the Cav Bloom coming in from the side of Pace, gonna send both of them into the zone. Mike with an armor swap into the white, but it isn't gonna be enough. T225 on the inside gonna break away, still trying to make it happen. Pace trying to keep the attention there. Mike wants to break away. T225 shoves him to the zone, and T225 finds the 6th elimination. He finds it on the Mike. Mike is gone. Pace can't possibly take away the MVP, but can T225 be the first player to go to 7 eliminations in the first place finish? Today, time's gonna tell. Pace comes in. No, he's not gonna be able to. Pace picks up the elimination, but T225 is gonna walk away your MVP for game number 3. Initiator coming in off of the F2 rather than the combo breaks. We go ahead and get things started here as we see all these players coming in here from Praedoria. Mike out here in the gold zone looking to go ahead and get themselves some loot, going to go head to head here with SS1's Pace. Pace going to back off just a little bit. Akame out here kind of naked in the wind, not been able to find any of that armor off the start here. Will have finally found themselves a set of white armor as they look to pressure on potentially to Pace. We're going to see Mike look to break some of these pots. He wants to pick up that early money lead if he can coming in. We're going to see Akame and Pace. Oh, the parry coming through off of Pace, going to actually come back and catch Akame there. Very interesting how that plays out. Mike just casually doing some looting while he lets this fight break out. Mike doing what Mike does best, looking for a good third-party opportunity just to secure himself the kill here. Waits for it to go low. Akame's going to come in with a huge parry. We're going to see SS1's Pace go really low. And we're going to see Akame come in, stop the grapple from going through. And Mike, again, just letting these two fight it out. He's looking for that opportunity. He might have missed it, though. He might give it to Akame, but no. Pace is going to find the blue armor. Pace is going to secure the elimination. Now Mike's got to turn it around. Mike not happy about that. We're going to see the nunchuck push to the side come through there from Pace with a mini meter dump onto Mike as well with the follow-up on the F. Pace gonna just take control, back away. Mike gonna be forced to go for the armor swap, but he knows there's another blue armor waiting in the wings, so he will find that armor swap. Pace looks for some heals. He's only got mini heals in the back pocket. He's able to get one off here. Another mini meter dump onto Mike. Mike gonna be forced to pop the F to break away from it. Now we're gonna see coming in the uppercut combo there off of the longsword into the scale rush follow-up. He doesn't find the connection. Pace coming through, will go for the blue, but unfortunately Mike's ready for it, finds the parry. Pace trying to make anything happen here, but Mike gonna find the carousel into the re-grapple uppercut, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Mike finds one to put on the board.
Strong strike for Mike here, as I feel like I'm smelling a dub. I'm smelling a dub from Mike. I don't know if it's gonna be from this game, but I'm smelling a dub from that man, because he absolutely knows what to do when he comes to these moments here. It looks like Frostive is fighting this out with Star, trying to see if they could charge with the blue strike. Not gonna be able to do enough here. Looks like he's going to go for the fake. His Star is going to try to see if maybe they can push upwards, but he's just struggling to try to keep the momentum going here. Star kind of a little confused in terms of his movement and going, what's going on here? Looks like now he's going to get chased by wolves. It's not looking good, though. He's trying to see if maybe he can rotate this out. Star getting grappled by Frostivus here, trying to go for the run it back real quick. The Star getting caught inside of both players here. It's not looking good for him here, as Wolves going to get caught inside of the corner. Both holding on, forcing him to use his ulti with the shield. Hottie with the flying, trying to see if they can get some hits here. Is able to get a little bit of a gray shield. He's able to back out of this too in such a smooth way here with Frostivus. Still going to be able to find him here. Looks like they will be able to go most likely for the reset as Frostivus decides to back off this and says, nah, we're going to fight you. I'm going to catch you later. It's all good. We're going to find some better equipment so that way I can handle you later at the Realm of Yang.
Wolves Wang Liang is just going to go ahead and break away here. We see again these fist blades being really heavily favored by a lot of these players, especially in the early game. We typically see players start to lean off of them in the middle to late game as they find some of those soul jades we talk about all the time, the soul jades of destiny, those soul jades that are very helpful for clutching out games. We saw it in game number 3 there, a ton of players with the Cav Bloom holding on to those dual blades, making the use of that soul jade, really capitalizing on some big damage into those fights. So very early on, these fist blades favored by all of these players because in just a raw neutral between weapons with no soul jades, they are very, very strong. As we move over to WBG Spider here, giving chase to Alliance's Frostivus. Frostivus, the one who put Spider out of the last game with double eliminations inside the Realm of Yang and then the follow-up outside the Yang. So Spider looking for a little bit of revenge here, but also Wolves, Wang Liang, coming in on the hunt here for that elimination onto Frostivus. Frostivus is going to go ahead and invest that F there from Akasui. Going to get the knockback and the damage reduction. Spider with the follow-up. The ult being invested here. Frosty now trying to turn things around. Is going to catch the Hottie out there, doing a little bit of damage to Wang Liang. He's going to keep the chase in this direction. Knows that he wants to create as much distance between the other players and him, but still keep it in here with this ultimate. He does have that early game resurrection here if things don't go his way, so he's going to try to make a play here while he can, looking to pressure onto Wang Liang. Going to find a huge parry there. Swaps into the fist blades for the follow-up, but they're now forced away yet again. Spider coming in, looking to drop onto him. The ultimate down here. Frostivus on fire. This is going to be it. No place to go. It doesn't matter. Even if he's able to avoid it, the fire tick going to lock it down. Wang Liang going to make it happen. Wang Liang, though, going to take some huge damage there from Spider on the Matari dash. Now trying to go airborne, trying to get away. Going to keep moving and healing at the same time here. One of the big perks of that Hottie ultimate. That Hottie ultimate going to go away. He is able to get the full HP reset, but not the armor. He needs to find an armor swap here to keep his game alive if he really wants to make something happen. That or find a huge advantage here onto WBG Spider. No, unfortunately, Wang Liang just going to keep taking it in the backside here as Spider keeps the chase up, utilizing the movement from those fist blades to find a huge advantage here, and Spider picks up the elimination onto Wolves.
What an absolute finish here and a good start for him as well here. It's 2-2-2-5. Looks like he wants to fight this out with Dali Wei. Sadly, isn't going to here. It looks like he's just going to try to see if they can find something, but Fat Milk and Spider's in the middle of fighting this out as well. Looks like they might be retreating this out as well towards this. Looks like Fang and Akame nearby. Looks like Dali Wei is going to get his ticket. I'm curious as to why Dali Wei and some of the other players don't necessarily push into the circle. Like, if there's nobody there, then wouldn't you want to go in there and wait? Because then, you know, obviously you would get, if nobody does go in there, like currently in this fight right now, you on in the middle of a fight with Mike. Mike just trying to see if maybe he can get another battle into this though. But Mike is just getting really unfortunate hits here and sadly not being able to get the ticket that he really wants into this fight here. I mean, he's been really trying here. I think he's only been in like once so far throughout these games tonight.
Yeah, he's tried pretty heavily to deny players access to these realms of Yang. He's just not been able to make it happen. Yuan, of course, has the ticket there. It's very hard to pressure a player out of that circle, especially when they have their ultimate. Given how you can just kind of space fights out using your ultimate, you don't even have to like kind of risk it to look for the eliminations. Knowing that you can go into the realm of Yang, reset your ultimate by going in. We're going to see Dao Yue make his way in. It's going to be SS1 Paste versus Dao Yue inside our first realm of Yang here. Dao Yue with the purple dagger move, swap over to those fist blades. Again, those fist blades extremely heavily favored into the early game here versus some of these other ones. Now going to swap back to the dagger as he goes airborne here. Wants that damage advantage. It looks like he's going to try to pressure in onto Pace. Pace on the nunchucks, looking to make something happen. Dao Yue not able to find the uppercut there as we look. Pace going to throw a parry out with the misread. Dao Yue, though, going to take a little bit of damage there. Forced to invest the F. There we go. We're going to see it come in. Immediately get thrown away. Dao Yue here onto the ultimate, trying to take control of the fight. Ult for ult being traded here between both of the Kai Lin players. Pace going to get caught out here by Wei. Wei going to find one, going to find two. Looking for the follow-up here. He's got to be careful. Pace trying to go for the reset here. Wei making it happen here. He's able to find another connection here. Pace, though, is going to find one in the air. He's going to find the reconnect in here. Now, Dao Yue with one left needs to be very careful. He finds another one. coming through. Unfortunately, is just not enough. Pace just plays super patient here as we head over to WBG Spider versus ASE's Jean Yuan here in the side, as we're going to see Spider looking at to use those fist blade versus fist blade here in Yuan. We're going to see the Matari coming through, gets a huge one, but Liam there with the ultimate, going to drop the zone down to take back control of the fight. Spider going to pressure away, doesn't want to walk back into the Yuan, though super low here, trying to break away. That ult going to bring out any second here. Spider trying to find the dash onto Yuan. Yuan trying to break away, look for an opportunity to get a reset, holding that scale rush. Spider also holding, looking for one as well. We're going to see the scale rush connected here by Yuan as Spider comes back through, catches a little bit of damage, will find control of the neutral. Yuan yet again with the Soul Jade, pops it here. Spider now on the back foot. Yuan in a huge advantage here. Yuan plays it, makes it look like he's uncomfortable. Once he finds Spider in a bad position, finds a parry and cleans up the entirety of the elimination. ASE's Yuan going to walk away with this realm of Yang. He's going to pick himself up a set of legendary dual halberds, and of course he's going to get that Vermilion Birds, my Dobby.
Yuan really coming through and showing why he's going to be a contender for this season. I've got a lot of confidence in him. I know you were one of the people that you were saying, you know, he's definitely somebody to pay attention to, and just seeing how he's been able to maneuver and handle some of these top players so far here really goes to show he could be a problem for some of these big players like Spider and Mike, alongside some of the other players here. But Pace trying to give some issue here to Daiyue here. Let's see if he's going to be able to keep that momentum and maybe still cause a problem even more towards this. See if they can keep that same momentum. He's going to try to see if he can push in towards this. Plays it well so far. Nice strikes towards this, but Pace absolutely becoming a problem here with this playstyle here as he pops his ulti here, trying to see if he can garner a little bit more towards this, but it's not looking good. He's dangerously low, and Pace is able to capture the elimination with those nunchucks, gold nunchucks, by the way. And sadly, Daiyue is going to be out into this, and Pace is able to capture his third elimination inside of this game here so far. Meanwhile, chase between Star, T225, and Akame going really, really strong towards this next section here as he's able to dive in a little bit more. An absolute push towards this as we see another three-way fight happening between Spider, Frosty, and one other player here. It looks like it's going to be Yuan inside of this section and area here. They've been playing it super well here, trying to see if they can time it well, but it looks like the strikes are going to come through as Frostifus is going to pop this ulti here. Popping the 4 strike, just trying to see if they can, maybe they can maneuver and get away, but it's not looking good as he gets some strikes. Spider trying to get some decent damage here, but Spider is just going to be able to close in the gap a little bit longer. Yuan is able to come through, but he finds a blue shield and keeps it moving. Gonna make it a little bit harder for them to try to catch up here. Looks like he's going to be able to catch Spider again. It looks like he's going to catch him with the fan as well. Going to take this time towards these strikes. Both of them trying to see if maybe they can capture the parry. Not enough. Missing out on some of their hits on each side. The blue focus just not connecting on both sides. See if he's going to try to see if he can keep the momentum going here, as it looks like he's going to caught in between the third party of both players here. It's not looking good. As one ends up getting juggled inside of this, not looking good for Frosty here. As he's on the wrong side of this ice cream cone here, he might be the vanilla inside of this roster of people. He's just got to keep moving. As long as he keeps moving, it's going to be a lot harder. Or if he gets caught in between two other people, maybe he can potentially get away from this. Spider maybe trying to maneuver through. Frostifus is doing everything that he can. Gets caught by so many people. And Spider is able to capture the elimination. Wolf's able to bring it right back to him. And he says, thank you. I appreciate you.
TE Star going to pick up the elimination on Jean Yuan as well. Yuan, though, with Vermilion Birds, going to be looking to go ahead and spawn back in here. Oh, my goodness. Spider, though, like you said, able to pick up that elimination, able to get the Soul Bloom as well. Crucially, he's going to keep his game alive here. T225, though, coming in with a huge parry here onto WBG Spider with the follow-up, with the grapple into the recombo off the Hong Sword into the pistol, just keeping Spider forced into the zone. Spider going to be forced to burn the F just to break away here into the zone, just looking for those heals here. T225 doing a number on the WBG Spider. T225 getting chased down by Yuan, though, going to give Spider the opportunity to get a full reset for himself here before he pushes back into the zone. Needs to go ahead and get in. That healing depletion coming through hard from Yuan, now chasing T225 into the zone, looking to make something happen here. Yuan coming up, trying to find anything onto T225. T225, though, able to just keep it moving here, breaking away. The fan RB going to come in. Yuan going to use that F to break away there. Coming in, going to pop the ult, looking for an opportunity. He wants to clutch out this elimination onto T225. Yuan might be playing this a little too aggressively here. He's been in the zone for a hot minute. He's about to take that healed effect. He's going to be forced to back away from this and might feed T225 here actually to WBG Spider. He's trying to get back to the zone, and Akami is going to come through to play a gatekeeper here. T225 one tick away from dying to the zone tick here. Spider coming in now, no place to go. He's going to use the F to break away. The regrab will come through. Everybody's hungry for the elimination. The ultimate invested on the side of KLA's T225, looking to pressure onto somebody, wants to turn it on to Spider. Spider backs away to give him the opportunity to find the reset, though. He's going to take it. He's going to get one heal off. He's going to go for the other, but back here, stuck on white armor. No place to go. He is not in a good place. He needs to find an armor to swap to very quickly here. He's looking as he travels across the map. There's a fresh white armor for him. A blue armor puts him in a much better situation. He's able to hold on to those resources, but he has no HP heals left in the tank. He stays in that zone for way too long. T225 on the back foot with 0 eliminations as we head into our mid game here, Dobby.
Mid-game is going to get really interesting, though, as it already starts to tighten up just little by little here. Obviously making it a little bit harder for them to try to connect towards as his pace is able to capture and get their elimination too towards this. It looks like SS1 is able to do the exact same thing on the other side here. Sorry. Mike is able to capture the other elimination inside of the realm of Yang. Both of them able to get their White Tigers prowess, able to do what they need to and keep it moving. Man, they continue to win and keep that going. Doing a fantastic job. See if they can still keep that same momentum going through the next phase as Mike gonna find his next victim here. It looks like it's gonna be from Star. Gonna see if they can close in this gap little by little here. See if they can find the right apple stretch. Try to see if they can do it. But it looks like he's gonna capture him inside of the tree here. It's a lot harder here when that momentum, you really got to keep it going and try to just tackle it little by little here. It looks like they're gonna pop the ulti here. Trying to scale it up and scale it out. Ooh, Star's going to be nearby as well here, potentially, for maybe the third-party pickings. Looks like Fat Milk is also going to join in as well as Yuan. Nice little circle rush through on the each side here. 3 eliminations coming in from Wolves and Star as Pace leads the lobby here with 4 eliminations in that 6th place spot of a 12.1. Looking pretty good for him as OUG's Mike is still in the top of the leaderboard here. Only 2 points, though, ahead of Yuan with that 18 points here. So it really can be anyone's game here with 2 eliminations on Yuan's belt. All he really needs to do is get a couple more decent pickings here. Wow, what a beautiful strike. Clutch coming through from Star. It looks like he's going to rotate this outside of the circle here. He's going to have to be careful as he forces and is able to get the shield off. He's going to take his time, slow down, be able to go towards this. Red Jade really coming through strong on some of these playstyles right now.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a crazy game. Mike here in an interesting position. He's on Liam. We haven't seen a Liam MVP today, but he has been first selected hero all day. He also, crucially, has gold armor. He currently has that White Tiger's prowess. He's got that gold longsword. Longsword, a very favored weapon by OUG's Mike. So trying to set himself up for that late game success. Fat Milk coming in, throwing a lot of damage at Jean Yuan, but Jean Yuan just turning it back around with the musket, doing a ton of damage in return, stripping that blue armor very quickly off. Mike now trying to come in and lock this kill down, looking to secure it, but Fat Milk gonna pop that ultimate, go airborne here. We're gonna see lots of grapples come in. Oh my goodness, Jean Yuan went topside there, waiting with the pistol to do a ton of damage. Fat Milk gonna be forced out of his ultimate here. A ton coming out his way. BBE's Fat Milk gonna be picked up by OUG's Mike. Mike finding his second elimination here in this game. Again, setting himself up for that very successful late game. We were talking about the scale rush coming in. Jean Yuan here gonna take some damage there off of that legendary longsword. Jean Yuan trying to play here around the edge. Mike just doesn't want to give him a respite. The parry, though, coming in from Jean Yuan. Mike, though, going to be able to use the F to salvage himself from that situation because he is playing on Liam here. Liam keeping the pressure up here onto Jean Yuan. 70-80% of the way to the ult here now for Mike. Jean Yuan just keeping the pressure up, not having an opportunity to reset. Mike's going to take one, though, so Jean Yuan's going to find one. They're going to go pot for pot here, though. Mike in a bigger advantage because of it, and Jean Yuan just continued to burn resources here. A huge huge horizontal charge coming out of that legendary longsword, going to do a lot of damage to the shields from Don Yuan. Going to take a little zone tick as well. Looks like he's going to be forced to bop the ultimate here as well on Mike, as Mike continues to play gatekeeper here. He's coming in, keeping the pressure up. John Yuan going to throw the ultimate there. Liam versus Liam here. Now Mike going to pop his as well to get away. We're going to see the silence come through for just a second. Mike, though, now trading ult for ult here. John Yuan going extremely low. Akami smells blood in the water, shows up, wants to make it happen. Mike tries to find the ult connection here, but who's going to get it? It's actually going to be Akame coming in from the backside here. He secures it. Mike is not happy about it. Goes for the carousel uppercut combo here. Akame trying to break away. Mike going to continue to give chase. Mike wants to keep him in the zone, is able to get a clank and sends him back to the bottom here, looking to find a way to stop Akame from going up. Akame going to use the teleport topside here. Mike will find the elimination. It says, you can have that one, but I'm going to take yours.
Love to see it sometimes when they're just able to go, you know what? You like, that's mine. Thank you. I appreciate you. See you back in the lobby. Lunch at 10? All right, cool. Anyway, gonna be able to push towards this here as Mike is able to do exactly what he's been doing so far here. Oh, ends up getting a grapple though, coming in from a T225 here. Wants a little bit of some payback from some of the recent games here that wasn't really all that great for him. You know, type energy. Meanwhile, Mike's gonna decide to push back off this spot. Ends up finding Spider. Spider starts to get a little bit friendly too and says, hello, how you? Meanwhile, the strike's coming through as another one starts to push out of this as well. Yeah, be careful here towards this. Trying to see if he can take his time just little by little here, trying to roam around. As Mike is able to find a gray shield swap and is able to keep that going. Sometimes, you know, I understand that that's part of the meta, but sometimes when you swap and you're just stuck with just something less, oh man, I'd be feeling so nervous for some of these players. Just so nervous. I'd be scared. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be
when you're a player like OUG's Mike, though, like your movement is so good, like you know, especially because Mike as well, he usually has armor stash. He usually has a way to make his way back around here and find what he's looking for. It looks like somebody actually took that legendary armor and moved it away here, so Mike's not going to be able to go back and secure it for himself. But again, Mike is a player time and time again who's very capable. Look, he's going to go back to the zone, onto the box here, going to look for that, is very quickly able to find a purple armor. Again, Mike knows, right? Mike sets himself up for success every time. If he takes an armor swap into a white armor, he's got a backup plan immediately in his head. He knows every inch of the map. He knows where every piece of loot has been left. You know, in this particular instance, he knows that the box is up. He can just rotate back at any time and pick up that purple armor. Unfortunately for Mike, though, he did play this game very, very aggressively, right? He took those fights on the edge of the zone. He burned his ultimate. He's been left out in a situation where he doesn't have ult. Because of that, he's just been burning resources, constantly being chased here. He's down to 2 regular health pots. The cannon shot's going through, forced to go into a white armor swap yet again. It's still no ultimate, 88%, not there just yet. He needs a little more. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough as Wolves Wang Liang picks it up. And this is the thing. This has been interesting from Mike. I haven't seen this type of gameplay from Mike before. Mike is very, very patient as a player, but this is 2 games running now where he gets a little impatient. He pushed a little too hard at the end of game 3 there. He played a little too aggressive onto T225. It kind of cost him that game a little bit in the end there. That could have easily been an MVP for him. And in this one, he gets kind of forced into the zone there by another player, and it's almost like he raged onto that player and was like, no, you're gonna zone keep me, I'm gonna zone keep you. Unfortunately, it left him in a situation where he didn't have his ultimate to respond. The rest of the lobby saw him lose that legendary armor and went, oh, he's white armor and no ultimate. You die in that situation. Unfortunately, even though he's able to find the purple armor swap, the rest of the lobby is going to keep dogging you down. So very interesting to see a little bit of that emotional gameplay coming through Mike, because it's not what he's known for whatsoever. He's very methodical as a player. Paste here on the fight here with TE Star. Star forced into the armor swap as well. Pace going to take the opportunity to look for a reset. Star trying to come in with that fan R&B, but Pace more than happy to finish the pot back away. He's going to go in, looks for a little bit of a meter dump there. Not going to find it on to Star. Keeps Star where he is back to that Bane's Breath. Star now going to try to go to the outside. It looks like while we're watching this, T225 cleans up the elimination onto Wolves Wang Liang. T225 finally waking up, finds his first elimination this game. TE Star actually just going to die to the Bane's Breath. Nobody picks up the elimination, or sorry, not Bane's Breath, but the circle. He gets so low, and I guess he just decides to let the zone take him out here. WBG Spider, now one of the only players left alive here. Paced Spider, T225, holding it together. And we take a look here. Spider with 2 eliminations, Paced with 4. Spider needs to pick up both eliminations in this lobby to walk away the MVP. Paced just needs to not die, right? As long as he either picks up 1 more elimination or doesn't die, he wins this lobby. So Pace doing a really good job. T225 going to come out here, pick up some of those legendary soul jades off the body here. Going to be given a completely free reset here. More than happy to make it happen for himself. Paced here, just holding space here with that soul jade for the fist blades here. Looks like he was also able to close out that spirit well and get himself some extra goodies. He's actually going to drop a couple of pots and come over to this body. Look to maybe trade some stuff up here. Spider here now going to trade blows with T225. And this could be a huge mistake for both of these players. Both of these players are resource behind compared to Paced. Paced also has kills ahead of him. If they start burning their abilities here, they get low. This is just an easy cleanup for SS1's Paced here, and this is exactly what's happening. Both of them trading range shot. Paced just sitting in the background, also throwing shots down onto Spider. Spider going very low. Spider in a situation he's going to be forced to burn the ultimate. He's going to be forced to armor swap into a white here. T225 with the meter dump into the zone. Spider in a really bad situation. Another bow shot coming in there from Paced. Paced looking to clean this up. Spider just being gate kept here on the edge. T225 going to use the F to bump him into the zone there. He's trying to come in with the teleport. He's going to get a little bit of a heal off of it, not enough. Now the ultimate just being invested here by T225. T225 wants to clutch up this elimination. He's going to try to find another one. Looks for the ultimate. There it is. We're going to see Spider go down. Now T225 trying to turn it on to Pace, but Pace in a really good situation to clean this up here. But T225 with the ultimate is going to put the pressure on, going to wipe the gold armor off, going to come in, able to get a little bit of HP here before the tick comes through on him. Pace now, no armor, no HP. T225 with a full purple armor, but Pace, he's got the legendary armor swap from the Spirit Well in the back pocket. This could be it. We're going to see he's trying to get the zone tick on to Pace. Pace, though, still alive here. T225 going to have to let him take the full reset and Pace at 90% of the way to ultimate. I don't see how T225 clutches this out. Pace will find that full reset. The cannon shot going to come in and do a little bit of work here. Pace trying to make something happen. Will come in. He's going to pick up the legendary armor. He's going to risk it for the biscuit. The cannon shot coming through, not going to do a whole lot. Pace now coming in. He's 2% away from the ultimate. As soon as that ultimate comes on live, I don't know what T225 does here. T225, though, with a huge parry, comes in, gets a ton of damage off. He needs to keep Pace from ulting here. If he can keep him in the zone, it might be it, but the ult's going to come off. Pace is going to turn it back around, but T225 has a huge advantage. I don't know how Pace comes back from it. He will connect onto it. He's got to find another one. T225 able to avoid that one. Pace keeping the pressure up. We're going to go for the meter dump. Not going to quite find it now. T225 airborne with his own ultimate. Ultimate for ultimate here. T225 tries to make something happen. Pace on the edge of the zone. Gets knocked out. T225 turns it on him.
T225 says, I'll go ult for ult with you. We can go M for M. Go along with the factory rims. I got the 90 the years. The browser said, oh my goodness. T225 says, I can go crazy with you too. You want to pop that? I can pop mine too. And we red, maybe more so the center area is really going to be kind of the favorited. Few people kind of heading into Yushan Ruins, but really everybody else is most likely going to be on this red section near the center, but just basically surrounding it. And obviously they know something with that we don't. As Spider's going to be able to find some of the first weapons here, getting that parry strike. Oh, and Mike outplays him like a fiddle.
I'm not gonna front. I see bald Timmy here with the white for a second. I really thought Mike was trolling and was playing TNI for a hot second there. But crazy. Now Mike with the early elimination there on to Spider, now turning on to T225. Mike, though, going to get sent away here. Staff v staff here between T225 and Mike. We're going to see the uppercut combo coming off the staff into the charged R&B off the staff. Mike going to pick up a second elimination right out of the gate here. Absolutely huge for Mike. 2 of the biggest threats here, and he's already picked up early eliminations and set them behind where they do not have that early game resurrection to fall back onto to look for some of those aggressive early kills. Dao Hue here with a massive parry on to Fat Milk, able to get the read to tap dodge away from the follow-up F there from Fat Milk. Fat Milk, though, able to tap dodge around, pick himself up, but an armor swap into that white armor. Dao Hue keeping it going, but Fat Milk going to return the favor with the parry of his own. Dao Hue going to take quite a lot of damage. Going to go for the scale rush, looking for the teleport coming in. There we go. Going to find some huge damage off of the Honk Sword, keeping the pressure up here. Now needs to come back in, able to use the Honk Sword ability there to tap around the ultimate coming in from Fat Milk. Dao Hue sees the third party come through, tries to go into the bush to go go invisible, but Star having none of it, goes into the spear, weapon swap into the pole sword, back to the spear. Huge damage going down with Daohui. Star absolutely wrecking him. The third party coming back in from Fat Milk might give Daohui the opportunity he needs to get away here, but it doesn't look like he's going to find it. Some huge damage coming through. Daohui with just a tick. Star keeping it going. Who's going to pick up the elimination? The third party coming through. DRG Spawn coming in with that fourth party potential. Daohui able to get a pot off here. Looks for another one here, but we're going to see yet again Fat Milk coming back in with the nunnies. Daohui not giving any arrest here. He's got to keep things moving. WBG Spider eliminated. Mike finding his third elimination of the game. 2 back-to-back onto Spider. Says, get out of my lobby. Daohui here, though, still in a bad way here. Forced to pop the ultimate. Finds a white armor swap to keep his game alive, Dobby.
Absolute swap. Aruni actually is going to be so vital for him here inside of this chase, as Akame knows that they're most likely nearby here, as he ends up swooping right past him just on the underside of him, as Fat Milk also is trying to join in on this race as well. It looks like Daohui ends up getting caught by Fang yet again. Tries to see if he can go through, gets a nice strike off of him though, but now it's back to the running mobile, as well as Fat Milk actually ends up stealing the elimination away from Fang inside of this moment here, and away from Akame, and it looks like now both of them are going to be rushing for a little bit of some revenge here, as Fat Milk dangerously low, not looking good, is able to capture the stun off of both of them here, and now they're both fighting it out, just trying to see if he can get away. Fat Milk dangerously low, but then Akame is able to get the second elimination inside of this fight here, and now it's back down to both Akame and Fang to fight this out. Nice strikes, both defense going really well here. Akame is able to hold strong as much as possible. Nice strikes to connect, but Fang is able to come back as well here. Nice surprise, nice huge stun to be able to stun them back super far just for a moment here, trying to see if maybe the tree is going to give him a little bit of some momentum, but not enough, as he ends up catching the ultimate, pulls him out towards the juggle, captures the elimination, and Fang catches one elimination. Definitely something that he needed inside of this fight here. Whole lot of momentum going on here, and that's exactly what Fang needed inside of this fight. Meanwhile, back over with Yuan and Pace. Pace with a nice maneuver here, getting away from Yuan's blue charge strike here, but not able to do it fast enough for the next 2 strikes coming through from the full halberd. Able to put in so much work, and now he's going to be able to gun him right back towards it here. Both of them dangerously low. One of them is able to find the gray shield swap in towards this. Going to try to see if maybe they can use this towards his momentum here. Goes outside of the circle, forces to pop the ulti here, uses it to his advantage. And now he's going to run right back into the no ult zone, uses it to his advantage here, knowing that he can't do anything. He says, you know what, that's fine, as he pops right back in, loses out on his ulti. And now we're going to go back for the reset here. So far, he's been holding truly strong here, but kind of insane to see.
Yeah, Pace here playing this very interesting. He knows that Juan can just sit in the no ult zone, so he says, if I'm going to lose the ult anyway, just to you holding it out, I'm going to see if I can get a hit anyway, keep the fight going. Juan here opening this fight with a massive parry here on to Pace. Pace trying to get away. The ult going to come in from Juan here. Juan just trying to lock it down. The Wisp is going to go down. Pace going to hold the blue to maintain so he can't get locked up. With Juan going to go back in, gets the Wisp yet again, gets the Wisp reset for a third time, keeping it going. Juan going to try to step back, doesn't quite touch the wall to get the reset for the 4th time, but gets a little bit of damage here onto Pace with those range shots. Goes in. They're both going to parry into each other. Juan clearly thought he was going to throw that overhold there off the fan. Doesn't quite find it though. Pace going to come in, and he will find the parry this time on to Pace. Pace gets sent airborne, no place to go, and ASC's Jean Yuan picks up the elimination for his second of the game. Akame going to be coming in as well. Fat Milk. Pace needs to find a resurrection as Zone 1 finishes collapsing down onto Zone 2. We're going to see this Realms of Yang get ready to come through, and Yuan going to come set himself down in the middle, looking to set up for that Realm of Yang. OUG's Mike on the backside here over Ice Lake, looking to do the same. It's going to be Frostivus who's going to come to try and keep him out of it. Mike going to pick that ticket up here, it looks like. So Frostivus now going to have to be the one who gatekeeps Mike. Mike has been trying to gatekeep players every single game and been unsuccessful. Will Frostivus be able to keep Mike out of this Realm of Yang? Mike is going to be hungry for it, and he's already off to a tear with 3 eliminations. This could be a huge Realm of Yang for him. He will catch the uppercut off the dagger. A ton of damage coming in onto Frostivus. Mike cannot pressure that if he wants to take this Realm of Yang. He does not want to get away. He's going to pop the bell while he can, not let anybody else come through and be able to use it while the timer's on it. We're going to see Frostivus on the outside looking for a way, trying to devise a way to get Mike out of here. Mike going to take some pistol shots down range at Frostivus. Frostivus going to come down from behind. Mike just trying to keep the pressure here onto Frostivus. Doesn't want to give him a good way into this, and it looks like Mike, with 10 seconds left, is easily going to be able to keep Frostivus at bay here. Frostivus going to come in, He's going to try to make something happen here, but all Mike has to do is touch the portal here in the next 2 seconds. There we go. He's going to set right up for it, and Mike is going to be heading in. It's going to be ASE's John Yuan versus OUG's Mike inside the realm of Yang. Mike finally finds a good realm of Yang for himself, and John Yuan continues the trend of taking Yang after Yang. Mike going to go airborne here, looking for those pistol shots. Not going to be able to connect. Neither of them are going to find it. Mike will find double pistol shots onto John Yuan. Not a ton of damage, though, as he comes in looking for the staff uppercut, trying to come in there with the charged R&B. Won't quite find it right away. Mike with the charge here, trying to go onto it. John Yuan here coming aerial here, and this is a very interesting fight. Temmie versus Temmie. So when one ults, the other will ult. There's going to be the ult coming in for Mike. Mike trying to use it in the combo extension. We're going to see the Wisp go up. He gets caught in another Wisp, though. Oh my goodness, there it is. Mike takes a good control of this fight. Unfortunately for John Yuan, not given the opportunity to clap back with his ult or with an F of his own. Mike finds the aerial Wisp, capitalized on it, and will come out on top in a first realm of Yang.
Meanwhile, back at another realm of Yang here, Fang and Wolves are still fighting this out on the inskirt. 101 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock here. Wolves going to try to see if he can fight for the drop stretch. Ooh, nice dodge on each side here. Ooh, but Fang is going to be able to catch the fairy first, though. Looks like the stun for the reset's going to help off the Wolves here. It looks like the stun is going to be able to kick them both back at the same time here. Trying to see if they can capture him inside of the ball here. The question is it going to be enough? No, he ends up pushing him on the outskirts here. Actually saves him from the stun here. Is able to do what he can towards this Wolves, able to hold on a little bit longer here. Is able to back off towards this, trying to see if he can wait for the blue charge strike, maybe to connect it, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, but he catches it on that one, though. Nice air push just to be able to push him off just a little bit while longer here. Does give him a little bit of a chance for him to be able to do the charge strike to try to get close, dangerously close to each person here. 40 seconds left on the clock, both of them fighting it out. Nice kicks to be able to capture the maneuver. Is able to capture inside of the stun again. Question is he going to be able to keep himself alive for this one? And it doesn't look like he's going to be able to, and he gets it with the stun, and Fang gets eliminated. He was able to do it. Wang Liang able to hold strong just a little while longer. Man, what a finish.
Yeah, able to play zone around that second ult that he was able to get there just long enough so that he could get the stun to come through there, and the follow-up damage off the pole sword going to be enough for him to make it happen. Mike now versus TE Star. Star hugely on the back foot, forced into a white armor swap here in the face of OUG's Mike. He's able to hold that blue to break away from the Wisp there. Mike not going to be able to utilize that Wisp to his advantage, but he does have ult in the back pocket. If things start to turn south, he can just get those resets there. Mike, though, going to take a ton of damage there off the dagger, going to use the ult to push him away. We're going to see Star go in. This ult kind of a little bit of a counter to Hadi here, but Hadi just going to go straight up and over and says you can find a reset if you want to. He's going to go for it right here, ladies and gentlemen. He's looking for the opportunity. He will connect on it. He threatens to go up, but instead he holds the charge, comes back through. The ult is going to be gone. Mike in a bad way now. Star is able to connect here. This could be it for OUG's Mike. He does have that Vermilion, though, so he could bounce back, but this is going to be it for this fight. If Star connects onto it, one little bit of HP left. He's going to throw the Wisp up there. He's going to throw the Wisp out. He doesn't connect on the Wisp. One range shot would be all it takes. Star just needs to find a musket shot here. Unfortunately, he will scuff himself on the side of the boxes there. Looked for the musket shot yet again. Mike doing a perfect job of keeping himself away from those range shots. Looks for the musket again, doesn't find it. Now the Wisp coming online is going to deny him the chance to do it, but unfortunately he lands in a way where Star's just able to get the follow-up. We will see Mike pop that Vermilion Bird's Might, and Star finds the elimination.
Nice find, though, towards that elimination. Meanwhile, there's a four-way fight happening, two down at the bottom and two up top here, as both of them are going to be able to scale it, as Fang, dangerously low, is going to have to scale rush out of here, trying not to get caught up, goes right inside of the hole here. Beautiful momentum of maneuvering just so he can get out of harm's way in such a tough position here. And now he's going to try to see if he can run towards it, though. Does a fantastic job. And now Akame is all the way up top here with Fang. Looks like he's able to see him all the way up top here. It looks like Pace fighting this out with the WL. Trying not to get caught up here. This might have been a bad push for him, though, inside of this one. Let's see if he's going to be able to charge the strike and do what he needs to. Oh, dangerously low, but Wolves is able to shut him down before the first strike actually connects. What a finish. No, Wang Liang is definitely feeling in this game tonight.
Yeah, Wang Liang, man, he just runs into the maws of that ultimate and says, nah, I'm going to kill you before you get it off. Bet. John Yuan here forced to pop ultimate here, going to reset the Wisp, going to look for it again. Akame now stuck on the inside. DRG's Fong on the outside, not quite able to go through. Akame, though, going to find the ultimate, but unfortunately gets caught in the side of the ult. He will find it again, though, and closes out the elimination, but the ballista from the top side, T225 says, bet y'all can fight all you want. It's always good for one, ladies and gentlemen.
They call it a 2-for-1 for a reason. And that was also good for potentially a 2-for-1 in that moment here. Oh, he could have got full off some waffles with that amount of food he just ate. Good Lord. That was amazing. A good maneuvering. And look at Fang. Right back in the same position he just wasn't earlier. Did we not just go through this? Just to try to see if he can stay alive here? Able to go right through that? Is able to find it again and definitely keep it going.
Oh my goodness, Dao Huey here setting up for the Realm of Yang. Doesn't look like he's going to be challenged on this one whatsoever, as we do have Zone 2 collapsing on to Zone 3 as we start to head into the mid-game here for our fifth game of the day. Mike, yet again, wants to go back in, and it looks like T225 wants to come in and play Ring Around the Rosie here and potentially try to grief Mike off of this Realm of Yang. TE Star here looking to set up for one as well. The question going to be who ends up going in and who's going to be going head to head here. Star just big relaxing right now as he waits for this to come through. Nobody coming through to try to challenge it. T225 backing away there from the Realm of Yang. Looks like Mike and Wolves Wang Liang still holding, potentially trying to take that Realm of Yang. T225 just keeping the chase going here up onto GRG's Fong, just keeping that pressure up. Doesn't want to allow him to do much here. Frostivus down below. Unfortunately, Frostivus not having the game he's looking for on one of his favorite heroes here, Hottie. As we jump over, it's going to be JL's Dao Huey versus OUG's Mike. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go airborne. Dao Huey looking for those cannon shots. Very interesting choice of range weapon up there in the sky. We'll see the teleport immediately come in. The F going to be invested on the side of Mike to mitigate a lot of that damage. He's going to eat quite a bit off of these dual Hallies, though, as he keeps the pressure going, though. Mike going to throw the wisp. We see Dao Huey utilize that blue charge to be able to escape, but Mike going to find the uppercut combo there into the charged R&B. Absolutely huge. Going to pop that. Dao Huey going to use his own ultimate, though, to balance it out. Unfortunately, he's able, there we go. He's able to get up and over it. He does have to use a charge for it. The aerial whisk comes through. Dao Huey got to find a way to take control of this fight here. Will find at least one of those backstabs off the F there. Will trying to come back in. Looks for another teleport. Is not going to find it as Mike charge. Finds the charged LMB there. Hits him with the multiple times. And unfortunately, Dao Huey will go down to OUG's Mike as we move over to TE Star versus Wolves Wang Liang. And Wang Liang on fire this game. Just continues to keep that pressure up. Immediately wipes all of the armor off of TE Star. Star has the ult, but he's going to get locked up in a combo here. He's not going to be able to activate it. Wolves Wang Liang doesn't even give him the opportunity. He locks him down with the legendary Hong Sword and says, you can go ahead and get out of here. As Wang Liang finds yet another elimination, we move over to Alliance's Frostivus versus JL's Dao Huey.
Dao Huey here with some nice strikes here off of Frostivus here. Frostivus going to be able to get a little bit airborne just so he can start to stroll away towards this here, and obviously right back towards him. Dao Huey is not going to make it easy for him to get away. Oh, beautiful parry on a Dao Huey. Is able to get a massive amount of damage with the fan. Not looking good for him here. He does have those hand blades, trying to see if he can capture some momentum here. Is able to pick up his strike here, but not able to do enough as he is catching him with the juggle in the corner, but not enough to do enough damage here. Dao Huey is able to get the finish towards the shield here. Oh, beautiful parry to go for the reset. It's not enough as Frostivus captures the elimination and gets the finish. What a time. What a moment.
Yeah, very unfortunate there for Dao Huey. OUG's Mike going head to head here with Wang Liang. Both of them with White Tiger's Prowess, the winner of our Realm of Yang, now facing head to head here, both with legendary armor, legendary weapon. Mike really putting in use with that staff, one of his favored weapons that's fallen a little out of favor in solos, but Mike's still able to capitalize on it pretty hard. Gonna have to pop that F. Unfortunately, he does lose the staff to Wang Liang, so he's gonna have to come back in here with the katana, I do believe, and Wolves just absolutely putting the pressure on here to Mike, doing a ton of damage. Mike with no armor left basically at all, and it still has the ultimate, though. We're going to see the F invested on the side of Tessa here for Wang Liang. Mike keeping the pressure up, has pulled a purple staff out of the back pocket, looks for the ultimate there. Mike able to avoid it, though, as he steps to the side. We're going to see the no ult zone invested here by Wolves Wang Liang. A good decision here because Mike could be able to use that combo extension while Wolves doesn't have that F to break away from it or the ability to pop ultimate. So we're going to see Wolves, though, unfortunately continue to lose control of the neutral. Mike here able to get quite a bit of healing back to back here as we see Wang Liang just trying to hold it here with the dagger, make something happen, but he goes into the wisp, forced to burn the F to get away here. Again, multiple bullets coming back in left, right, and center. We're going to see that legendary Soul Jade come out. Is that going to be enough to keep Wolves alive? He will find the charge towards R&B, but Fat Milk wants to come in. He wants a piece. The ultimate going to be invested by Wolves there. Tessa able to break away at the last second here. He needs to get a little bit of something going, but he falls victim to the other Tessa's ultimate, and it's Mike who's going to try to capitalize on it. We're going to see him go airborne. Wolves was one hit away from death here. Wong Liang just trying to keep it away. Fat Milk wants it. He burnt the ult for it. Mike trying to find it with the pistol shots, but we're going to see that legendary Soul Jade come through, and Fat Milk just sets himself up for success, finds the elimination, and now Mike on the back foot. The ult is invested. Mike doesn't have his ult available, will find the wisp, is able to break away from the ultimate there, break the tether, but Mike no place to go. 68% ult charge. 3 players come out of nowhere. The Sharks smell the blood in the water, and Mike is put on the back foot. He's gone from destroying the lobby to being the one chased by it.
Absolutely insane here as Mike still trying to maneuver away T225, trying to close in the gap little by little here. But Mike is definitely the king of getaways here. He's definitely put himself in these tough situations before. Somehow gets lucky enough to find himself a purple shield swap here inside of a beautiful placement where the bow shots are not connecting from the other player here. I mean, Mike couldn't have put something there with the best amount of timing that he could here. And a nice strike comes through as he's able to get some decent amount of damage on the star here, trying to wait for the parry, but it's not going to be enough as he ends up hitting the parry, trying to see if he can get out of there as much as possible. Pops the ulti, forcing the getaway, but it looks like he's going to use it to charge onto Mike here. Inside of this moment here, pops the ulti to slow down the movement. What a beautiful maneuver to do exactly what he needs to here. And just like that, we're right back towards the next finish here, trying to see if anything could potentially happen that would be very helpful for him, as Star is now dangerously low on both shields and heals here. Not looking good for him, though, as he's going to start to maneuver away here. The question is any of them going to follow? Absolutely here. Still needs a little bit of a moment, a little bit of a free moment here for him to be able to go pop the re-shield. It looks like he might be able to if he scales back just a little bit further, and it looks like he might have lost him. Star able to fight back for another moment for him to stay alive in this game.
Yeah, Star in a very interesting position there, trying to keep the game alive. And, you know, you said very lucky for Mike to find a shield there. I would be willing to bet money Mike either planted a purple shield in that location or he knew it was there because he scouted it earlier in the game. Mike finding an armor swap is never luck. Again, this man when I say he knows the map in and out, it's not just he like knows the map. He knows where every piece of loot he has seen on the map still is. He's got like a memory of an elephant. He sees it and he locks it into his brain. He's just like, cool, I know where I've got a purple armor near here. I'm low, but I'm just gonna go grab that. I'm fine. Like I swear, as soon as he sees a piece of loot, he never forgets where it is. I think it's called eidetic memory, where just once you see something, you never forget. My man is locked in and on point. Star, on the other hand, has come way out into the zone. Has taken a lot of zone tick. He's already got that anti-heal on him as well. And man, I think he's just decided he's giving this one away, Dobby. He's decided he does not want to give anybody else an elimination.
Nobody go get that
sure
free
enough,
elimination.
there it is. Yeah, he's just like, nah, okay. Y'all can gatekeep me all you want, but you ain't gonna get it.
Absolutely insane, though. So far, these games have been flawless here as Mike. I mean, just able to do it, but hold on here. 225 is still in that second position here. He's got 3 eliminations under Mike here. I mean, he is going to keep it real strong towards this final circle here as both of them are already fighting this out. I mean, hold on. Why are we looking at Mike this whole time while both Frosty and T225 is fighting this out? Hold on. I didn't even know this. Meanwhile, the nice bits of blades coming through from Fat Milk is he's trying to capture a nice little bit of maneuver. Both of them trying to hold strong and fighting this out here. This is a great placement here. This was a good placement for this gold to drop while they're in the middle of fighting. Forces them to fight this out. Come on, I want to see a finish right here and there. That's what I want to see.
I gotta love it. Looks like Fat Milk trying to set himself up here so he can get the spirit well. Frost is pressuring in. Fat Milk trying to use that cannon to really create the space for himself here. If he can do this, he can set himself up a gold armor that nobody else can lock onto. Frostivus also trying to get it locked in here, but Fat Milk staying in the middle a lot more than he is, keeping that space pressured away here. Frostivus kind of just like toe tapping every chance he get, but there it is. 100% Fat Milk's just got this on lock, man. I think everybody knows. You see Frosted is going to go ahead and break away. He's already decided, all right, cool. There's no way I can catch up to Fat Milk here. There it is. He's going to go and pick it up. He gets the Mystic Might. He's got an extra gold armor chilling in the background for him as well. T225 breaking away here. Going to start to do a little bit of a dash dance, utilize those fists, that movement, but he's going to get locked onto here by OUG's Mike. Can T225 keep it away? He's going to be forced to use the ultimate here. Things could turn sideways very quickly, Dobby.
I mean, it's definitely, I mean, it's looking like Mike right now, obviously, clearly. But after that, though, I mean, I would like to see if Fat Milk maybe could use the advantage that he has currently inside of this as T225 ends up getting eliminated. And now Mike ends up getting shredded by Fat Milk, though. Oh, but he ends up, oh, no. Oh, he ends up getting caught by the small tornado from Mike, and the Bane's Breath able to do a decent amount of damage. Meanwhile, Frostivus wants to try to see if he can get that fight. He wants that PvP. He wants that fight. In between the amount of madness that happens in between this stuff, as now he ends up getting grappled. Ooh, Mike, dangerously low, right next to the next Bane's Breath here. Definitely does not want to get caught up by that one, though. Very, very dangerous. Just a little bit scary. Just a little scary.
Yeah, the last three players left remaining alive, Frostivus, Fat Milk, and Mike. And I mean, the MVP is already decided here. Mike with 6 eliminations. There's just no way anybody else takes MVP away from him. Even if he dies here and Fat Milk picks up 2, I don't think there's any way for him to take away MVP from Mike here. Mike's just already clutched it up. Huge game for him, maintaining that first place position as well. And again, Mike was just kind of on demon time this game. I think he, you know, he got a little tired of just playing for that consistency and decided, all right, cool, I'm gonna show people why my name's OUG's Mike. We can't let T225 get the third back-to-back here. It ain't happening. Frost is going to get caught out in the wisp. And again, you got to remember, Mike was last hero select this game, right? He comes through. He's playing Temmie. Everybody else been favoring that Liam, and Mike just don't care. He's doing what he got to do, showing why people call him the champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike on the backside, though, going to take quite a bit of damage here, and it seems both Frostivus and Fat Milk turning on him here. They know if they want to get some points for themselves and keep Mike from getting too much of a lead, they need to eliminate him here, and unfortunately, Mike is probably going to go down here. He's going to try to get away here. Unfortunately, Fat Milk locks him down in the corner there, will pick up the elimination. Mike goes out at 6 kills in third place, but now Alliance's Frostivus caught out here. No way to get away from it. He's able to keep him. No, he does get the break on the last possible second. Fat Milk gonna try to come in. Frostivus with the ultimate needs to try to turn this some way onto Fat Milk. Fat Milk, though, keeping the pressure up. Will DMX the Hottie, ladies and gentlemen. Hottie taking those pistol shots left, right, and center. Now that Dagger Soul Jade coming in that we saw before, trying to lock down Frostivus, but Frostivus showing he doesn't even need that Soul Jade to make it happen. There it is. He's going to come in. Will he find it? No. Frostivus just going to keep eating the kick to the face with the follow-up back-to-back here. Frostivus going to have his armor completely ripped away. Going to go for the Cav Bloom. The F being invested on the side of Fat Milk. Fat Milk coming in, but Frostivus finds the parry here. Fat Milk, though, with the ult, going to pop back in. The armor shred, looking for it is. Cav Bloom, there it is. Frostivus needs to find it. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. He knew he couldn't turn back around to pick up that ultimate. He didn't make the same mistake Mike did in game number 2. He said, I'm going to kill you before it ever goes off.
That was definitely a moment for him, though. Definitely some great eliminations and a beautiful execution. Seeing both of them kind of being able to juggle that. We've seen Frostivus in those situations before here. So that was really a little bit towards Artesian Grove, which is not surprising in terms of whom that is. And then we have one person headed towards Celestia, one at least near, I think, Servant's Grounds. Meanwhile, everybody else is most likely going to be near that event side section here as Alleyway and Mike is going to be fighting this out. The jumping carry off both sides here. Good defense on each side here. As they're going to just try to see if they can go for the swipes here. Alleyway ends up getting absolutely juggled and bullied into a corner here. Nice hole, trying to see if he can figure it out. Trying to get the nice bit of bits of pushes. He needs one last swipe, really, to capture the finish here. And Alleyway ends up getting stuck up on top of the hut and sadly wasn't able to scale rush out of it. Mike ends up catching his first elimination of game number 6.
Mike doing what he did last game. He's going to take that pressure with the early elimination he's got and go ahead and start looking to pick up those kills. He takes that early risky fight and it pays off for him. Alliance's Frostivus here versus DRG's Fong. Frostivus going to back off, try to get a pot here. Fong gonna push in onto it. Frostivus cancels the pot there to take a risky attempt to find the charged uppercut there off the dagger. Doesn't find it. He's gonna cancel the pot yet again. Wants to create some distance here. Fong decides he will take the reset. Frostivus gonna do the same here. Not sure if Frostivus has armor in the back pocket or not, but Fong gonna head inside secret tunnel here. Secret tunnel as he looks for those fireflies. Frostivus gonna wrap around to the other side looking for those fireflies as well. Does it look like he was able to find one here? Fong, though, much closer to that ultimate because of the firefly. He was able to win away from Frostivus there on the front side of secret tunnel. Fong gonna come back around with a mass parry onto Frostivus. Will pick up the weapon, swap into the dagger because Fong loves him a dagger, especially a purple one there. Frostivus now a little on the back foot, no armor to swap into here. Not gonna be up on that ult as quick. We do see Fong up on that ult already, but Frostivus doesn't give him the opportunity to make it. But oh my goodness, Frostivus is gonna get griefed out here as Zhang Yuan comes down from the top rope, drops in with the fan. Now he's locked in. Oh my goodness, just gets completely griefed out. We're gonna see Frostivus stand here, kind of actually body blocking Zhang Yuan here just a little bit with his ghost, but Zhang Yuan will find the elimination onto Fong as well and go for a twofer. That two-piece off the back there comes in, drops off the top rope and makes it happen, Dobby.
Absolutely insane finish though towards, oh, and it looks like he's gonna come right back for seconds here. Wants the opportunity maybe to go forward. The strike here is Mike. Gonna keep that same momentum to push forward here. Gets a little bit aggressive towards him as Mike is able to capture a beautiful parry onto Pace. Is gonna connect that third blue focus and get some decent damage here, but it looks like Pace is gonna go right back towards him here. Nice hit towards the pistol as he's able to get some nice swipes here. Let's see if he can capture it. Oh, tries to see if maybe he can capture it for the time being, but it's not looking good for him as Mike ends up seeing the third party come through. Looks like he's gonna try to see if maybe he wants to commit to this fight though. Could be the worst situation for him here, possibly. Oh, but Mike ends up catching the elimination. Exactly what he needed inside of this fight here. But now he has the gold shield, the gray shield reset, and now he's going back towards the next fight here. It's crazy to see that Mike has so much confidence that he basically has no shield and has the confidence still to be able to fight somebody with purple shield during a third-party fight. That just lets you know how much of a dynamic, insane player that Mike is, that he has that much confidence, that knows that he wants to stick around, knowing that he might get eliminated out of this one here. He still wants to be able to run it back for another one as he finds a gray shield spot and still is able to keep the same momentum going here. And now he's going to pop the ulti here. He goes through all of that just to be able to juggle it right back here. That Firefly is able to do so much momentum for him here. Looks like he still wants to be able to commit to the fight. Finds another gray shield swap. Goes back for another fight. Mike is fighting all the gray shield swaps that he can here towards this fight. Forces the ulti here. Still is able to get some shots off. The question is, can he commit to the finals of this? Oh no, he misses out on the opportunity. And it doesn't look like it might be good for him though. He's looking dangerously low in the situation here. Meanwhile, Mike still has the opportunity here. It's looking good though as he tries to scale it. Oh, he ends up catching him off the outstretch. Nice hit towards the pistol, trying to close it out little by little. Oh, almost misses onto the opportunity for the parry. Mike wants to commit to this though. He gets his elimination. This is going to be huge for him. Absolutely huge.
Mike with another armor swap here, and there's no such thing as Mike finding an armor swap. He knows where they are at all times. If you watch the way he plays, he immediately and always pressures immediately towards the next armor. There's no like looking for one. He knows where it is, and his movement wastes zero between him getting from that one armor he's on to the next one. And you know what? He pressures into that purple fight knowing he's got 3 white armors in the back pocket. So in Mike's head, he might as well have gold armor right now. He does not care. In his head, he has the advantage. Oh, cool. You got 2 bars armor? Have 2 more. Oh, you got those 2? Have 2 more. Oh, you got those 2? Have 2 more. Mike just keeps it going and says, I don't even have to heal. I might as well have, you know, the red extreme armor in my back pocket right now. 6 bars of armor. Get through it. Don't care that you've got purples. We take a look. We're going to see these players getting ready to pressure towards these realms of Yang. Frostivus setting up for one. Mike, TE Star looking for one. Dao Wei, T225 also looking for their individual ones as well. And it looks like Wolves Wang Liang also going to be pressuring towards one as well. Mike sitting up here in the middle. TE Star down below. Question's going to be who picks up the ticket here, who's going to be able to remove the other player from this area. TE Star trying to come in here. We're going to see the F invested on the side of Mike. Portal getting ready to come through, but both players relatively close. Star a little bit closer. Who actually ends up picking up the ticket here? It looks like Star able to get to the portal and grab the ticket before Mike does. So now Mike has got to try what he did in games 1, 2, and 3. He's got to try to pressure Star away from this. He's got to try to take this ticket away from Star. Star just going to try to keep the movement going here with the fist blades, trying to keep his ticket in. He's going to go ahead and pop the ultimate here. He knows he can get it back, but Mike says, cool, I'm just going to carousel juggle you. Do not care. TE Star going to start tearing across at Mike. I'm not sure how long before the portal comes in. Mike is actually going to try to just pick up this elimination straight up. Star still holding on to it. He's going to have to find his way up to it. Star pressuring all the way away. Mike finally gets to play Gatekeeper. Does so much damage to Star. Star says, I cannot do this. Mike finds his way into the realm of Yang yet again.
Yeah, absolutely insane finish though, just to be able to do exactly what he needed to. Beautiful shutout. Looks like Daiwei is going to be able to head in, and it looks like it's going to be the rematch from earlier. We love to see when a good rematch really does become the dynamic in this situation here. Let's see if they can keep it going here, as obviously they're going to try to see if they can keep some maneuvers happening. You love to see the amount of time that it takes. Nice strikes here, trying to see if maybe they can get some connection. Oh, nice strikes to be able to come through with that one here. Able to run right back towards it, trying to see if they can catch it with the blue focus here. Trying not to really get caught up in some tough situations here. Blue strikes, blue focus is trying to see if they can connect on the side. Oh, and there it is. Able to find the parry towards that connection. Pops the ulti, forces it off the back. And then now it's just about striking it. Oh no, that doesn't look good. As he's able to find the first grab towards that, as Daiwei is able to keep the same momentum. But Mike able to do as much damage as possible though with the Tiger. And now we're going to keep that same movement going. Unbelievable. He's able to find the grab, the strike, and Mike does it yet again, leaving Daiwei to go back outside into the world and fend for himself. He's got 5 minutes left on the clock for him to keep himself alive in his final game.
So we head over to the other realm of Yang Kaylee's T225 versus DRG's Fong. T225 in a pretty strong position with the ultimate here. Unfortunately, is going to run out, and now he's got to come out on top here into this Matari player to make something happen. Mike going to take White Tiger's prowess? Did I see that right? Over Vermilion's Birdsmite here for our first realm of Yang. Fong on the backside. T225 here is still in the upper hand. A huge parry coming in from Fong, though. He's going to go for the charged R&B off of the Fawn. T225 really trying to make it happen. The teleport invested there. Fong trying to get away here. Just one tick of damage is all he needs. He's going to go for the fan. He's not going to find it. He will find a huge scale rush back into it. It's anybody's here. He just has to keep clanking. T225. The scale rush doesn't connect. No, Fong does find it. Fong comes out on top, and T225 is beating himself up over it, Dobby.
I would be beating myself over it too, especially if I knew I had the advantage here and I didn't take advantage of it. Meanwhile, oh, beautiful movement from the Spider himself here. Daiwei trying to fight this out. What a worse person to fight in the middle of just needing one elimination. You could go up against one of the other best players in this lobby here, as in Spider. He ends up catching him on side of this nice grapple hook stretch, and it looks like he's going to try to see if he can keep that same momentum. Oh, misses out on him too. Nice back stretch towards it. Oh, almost teleports towards the next strike. Obviously not able to do it. Catches him inside of the third party, and TE Star ends up snatching the elimination away from Spider inside of this fight here. What a finish coming in from some of these players here. TE just trying to see if he can hold strong here, but it's not looking good for him here. Oh, nice strike to be able to get a nice little bit of defense here, but there's third party coming in from Wolves here.
Yeah, absolutely huge for Star here. He needed that Soul Bloom so bad, but now the third party, the fourth party, Mike coming in as well. Spider looks like he's going to get picked up by Wong Liang here, and it looks like Mike might pick up the other elimination. No, Spider comes back, but it is Wolves Wong Liang who finds it, and they're going to leave Star to their own devices. It's going to be Wolves versus Mike here. Wong Liang versus the boy OUG's Mike, and we're going to see Wong Liang just break away from this. He wants nothing to do with it. He gets his Soul Bloom and heads on out. OUG's Mike, though, knows that Star was somewhere over in this direction. Unfortunately, he's not going to turn on, though. What he does see is Kaylee's T225 in the distance, I do believe. He's going to head this direction, looking to make something happen. Mike, again, takes the White Tiger's prowess over the Vermilion Birdsmite. The level of confidence being exuded by OUG's Mike right now. He's got those 4 eliminations under his belt. He is able to land that F, and he's trying to lock down this onto T225. T225 with the fist blades, trying to make something happen here. Mike, with that legendary Hong Sword, though, though, putting in absolute work. Doesn't quite get the read on where T225 is. And the Scale Rush going to come in, but Mike reads it. He's got the parry, able to get a ton of damage here, turning it on to T225. Doesn't care, going to keep that Honk Sword, keeps the pressure going up. T225 now on the back foot. Will find a little bit of pressure there from the fist blade. Finds a huge combo of it, but the F comes back off cooldown. Mike invests, he's going to get that damage reduction. T225 got to play back off just a little bit. Tries to go for the range weapon swap. Not going to find it, though. Going to be forced to invest the F2. Will burn the ultimate and just says, look, man, I don't know what you want here. I will burn the ultimate for this if I have to. Mike now just trying to use the slide to get away here for as much as possible. Doesn't want to invest the ult in this particular situation. T225 sees the third party, fourth party come through. He decides he's going to fly off, look for those heals. He does not want any further part in this fight, Dubby.
Man, I wouldn't want no parts of that as well here towards this momentum, especially with like everything that's going on here. I mean, it can really get pretty hasty here if you're not truly paying attention. And that's one of the things that you really have to like kind of see forth towards a lot of these areas here is Mike just trying to keep the game alive so far. He doesn't really need to do a whole lot in order to make this momentum happen here. Let's see if they can keep that same piece going here as now OUG's Mike just trying to find the next phase little by little here. Oh, beautiful parry onto Yuan here as Mike is able to find it. He's going to be trying to see if he can keep that same momentum right towards him here. It looks like he's going to be inside the circle. Look at Mike. Mike finally was able to find his ticket. Finally, he gets one. I've yet to actually see him like actually get a genuine ticket, so it's good to actually see that he finally got one rather than having to fight it out that whole time. All he has to do is just keep him out of that circle, really. Just keep working towards it here. Nice little bits of strikes. Decent maneuvers here throughout all of it. Steady trying to work towards it little by little here. Let's see if they can keep that same momentum towards it. He's trying to push himself away. 16 seconds left on the clock. He's going to have to move in. Come on, Mike. I know you even want to get inside that circle.
I love how that little scorpion has just been chilling there the whole time. Oh, it looks like as soon as I say it, Yuan actually finally hits the scorpion, but he's just chilling. Mike just chilling right there on top of him, but Mike has got this pretty clearly. It's going to be Mike versus Alliance's Frostivus as we head into our second set of Yang here. Mike going to drop the purple fan. It doesn't want it, wants to make sure, he's just going to show it for some reason. I don't know why. I thought he was going to try to hold his face open there in case he parried Frostivus and could very easily pick up the weapon there. Frostivus, though, going to get caught out there by the dagger. Will find the follow-up hits as well. Frostivus going to lose most of his purple armor, going to lose all of his purple armor immediately. Tries to go in and find it. Mike going to invest the F there, not quite able to full connect onto it. Frostivus able to step away here. Will find the charged LMB off the staff there to get some damage onto Mike. Finally, Mike, though, with the pistol into the swap, into the parry, going to do some huge damage with the jumping. RB just does so much damage. I don't know what Frostivus can do here as he tries to turn things around onto Mike, but Mike still has ultimate. Frostivus is just trying to get a little bit of healing, trying to land those hits wherever he can, but Mike so confident he's not even gonna pop the ultimate in return. He just absolutely dominates that fight as we move over to KLA's T225, Wolves Wong Liang. And speaking of dominating fight, T225 here with the fist blades absolutely putting the brakes down onto Wong Liang and keeping it going. T225 going for the scale rush off of the F2, not quite able to find it. Wong Liang trying to go for the hold here. The double cannon shot's gonna do a ton of damage over onto Wong Liang. Wong Liang gonna try to continue to get that armor and HP back up. He will find 3 pots here. T225 going to take some huge damage from the pole sword. The aggression coming in from Wong Liang. We see the ultimate being invested here by T225. Wong Liang looking for those dashes there, trying to capitalize onto T225, see if he can demech him. Not going to find him. T225, though, not able to find a single hit yet. The scale rush is keeping Wong Liang in this game. He's just got to hold it out for a couple more seconds here before this ult runs out. And then Wong Liang has a massive advantage into this fight, but T225 crucially finds a charge there, gets a little bit of fire tick as seconds. Well, and it's going to give him the advantage in this fight. A huge parry as well will clutch it out, and T225 comes out on top.
35 seconds left on the clock. He had so much time in terms of his maneuvers to be able to do what he needs to. And just like that, he's able to find it, gets that finish exactly the way that he wants to after all this time and effort. Just like that. Beautiful finish towards that. Beautiful finish. Exactly what you need in this situation here. Just to be able to find that, and it goes just a little bit better for him here. You love to see it, especially with the amount of momentum that he has throughout all of this. Equally as incredible towards this as Frostivus just absolutely put in work towards you, and it just gets disgusting. Oh my goodness, that was so rude. Wow. Just absolutely, that might be, he might just begin to, oh my goodness, this might not be payback. This might just be payback. He might have just be, he just got done exactly what he just did Wow.
Look
at Wolves. Look at Wolves. He said,
yeah, baby.
yeah.
That was an insane combo. Being able to catch him on the downside of that cliff there with the constant follow-up, man, it just feels bad when you're in that situation. Terrain does you dirty. There's nothing you can really do as long as the player has the skill to get the follow-up. As soon as that first hit connects, man, if you don't have your combo breaker, you are done. And unfortunately for Frostivus, that's exactly what happened. And Wang Liang, man, after that, he's feeling good. He's like, baby, I ain't hit a combo like that on broadcast in a minute. Let's go.
He said it's been a good minute since I done hit something that crazy. What's going on with it? Absolute amazing finish though towards that. I mean, that was honestly really, really good towards that though. You love to see it though. That amount of maneuvering with that amount of pressure towards that, like I said before, like I literally sat there and I said he just got done exactly what he just did to the other player. I would call that karma, but like that's tough. That's tough.
Oh, Mike here with the chicken nunchucks, baby, putting in the work. Coming in, KLA's 2225 still has a little bit of that White Tiger's prowess to hold on to as well. 64 seconds worth. Mike, though, with legendary armor, legendary nunnies, just wants to keep the pressure going. T225 there. Legendary fist blades as well. Mike coming in with the pistol, the weapon swap, trying to turn it a little onto T225, but sees the other player a little low, goes for the grapple, doesn't quite connect onto a DRG's Fong, though, becoming the target of the entire lobby. The scale rush coming in from T225. All of that work he just did to heal the armor gone in an instant here. T225 keeping that pressure up. I do believe T225, as well, has the challenge on, so he knows exactly where Fong is all the time. Fong trying to break away here, but T225 just going to be able to keep the pressure up. Fong going to go out in the zone, wants to take the opportunity here, but I don't think T225 is going to allow that to happen. He's going to look to play gatekeeper here. OUG's Mike trying to do the same thing here. You see the pistol shots ringing out. He sees exactly where DRG's Fong is. Fong going to go topside here, wants to go wide, see if he has an opportunity to get back in. He does get that reset off. He's 70% of the way to his ultimate here. He's in a pretty safe situation. It looks like the rest of the players is going to turn back, but T225 does not care. As long as he's got that challenge up, he is going to keep the pressure up. Fong just going to break away. T225 able to find, doesn't find the scale rush because Fong gets the charge to LMB, but doesn't get the full damage off onto it. We're going to see T225 try to go for a little bit of a heal. We're going to see the rest of the lobby keep the pressure up. Wolves Wong Yong Bike looking to close in. It's zone 3 collapsing onto zone 4, which means we're going to have our first Bane's Breath getting ready to come through here for the end of the lobby, and all 4 players clustering on top of each other. You can bet that Bane's Breath is going to drop right in the middle of this fight here soon. We're going to see it come through, and we're going to see T225 up here still trying to keep the pressure up. Does not want to give anybody a break, man. And he's got legendary armor. He's in a really good position here with those legendary blades as well. And there it is. We're going to see that Bane's Breath coming through right nearby.
It's already in the middle of starting here, but sadly it's going to be outside of the circle here. So really no pressure on some of these players, depending on like where they go. But still could be very, very beneficial for certain other ones if they do decide to really put that together. Now, even with that, still could be super, super hectic depending on the amount of time and effort that they put in, but still could be good for them, relative really to what happens next. And now it's all about even the amount of timing and effort that they put in is going to be very good for them as well. So let's see if they can figure this out. As Fong, it looks like he's going to see Wang Liang here as well. Like he's going to see them inside. It doesn't want to really push on him here as he's in the middle of shopping. I mean, I wouldn't want to push me if I was shopping. I'm a big shopper, so I love that. See if Wolves.
Look, I'm telling you right now, the last thing you want to do is hand Dobby your credit card and say, "Hey, you go buy whatever you want. You're gonna be broke."
Oh no, yeah, it's over. Yeah, don't do that. You better be like Mr. Beast, because if it's me you giving the money to, oh yeah, I'm gonna come back with a full wardrobe, new hair.
I was gonna say it's gonna be all shoes though, baby.
No, it'll be more than shoes. It'll be a lot of shoes, but it'll be more than just shoes. It'll be more than just shoes for sure.
Hey, Dobby, just don't forget the socks, homie.
All right, you listen, okay? you forget socks one time. Listen, I went to go buy socks, okay? The socks that I have now were like I'm so glad I got those socks. Those socks are bad comfy, okay? I might forget them again just so I can go buy more when I fly over there. I might just leave them purposely. just because I got some nice comfy socks, okay? They were big, brown, and fluffy. Perfect for that cold weather while we was out there. Anyway, back to Mike here. They're in the middle of fighting this out on the no ult zone here. As both of them are going to try to keep this momentum going. Mike going to try to catch him inside of the third party here. Looks like Wolves is going to get caught in between both here. Doesn't want to, though. Definitely does not want to get into it. This would be amazing, though, if Wolves actually... Let me not cast a curse this one, though, as the ends up getting... Oh! My goodness, you just missed that. Out of nowhere. You turned your head and then... Boop. Finishes him off with a bow shot to the head. And just like that, we're now down to our 3. Fong is fighting this out with Mike. I'm curious where T225 is.
T225 is chilling right now. Yeah,
he is chilling.
That zone 5 Bane's Breath coming in, and this is perfect for T25. If he just lets these two go at it, he can come in. Oh, the Bane gonna tag T225 there, but T225 gonna set himself up for success. Fang gonna have to break away here. T225 gonna look for a pot. Fong gonna try to come in on to T225 though. You know, T225 had really good timing here. Unfortunately, the Bane comes in, really messes that timing up, and this is gonna keep him from really being able to find that clean third party. And then they're gonna get griefed out again, both Mike and Fong, by that Bane just hitting the edge of the building here. These players not wanting to take the fight here. Fong able to come up, find the armor swap. T225 trying to break away. Fong more than happy to get out of the zone there from that Bane's Breath. Mike looking to pressure in, but Fong stuck between a rock and a hard place. No ult online. Both these players going to be keeping that pressure up as much as possible as they continue the chase. Fong trying to use that Bane's Breath to his advantage. He knows they have to take a risk to chase him here, so he's able to get away, get just enough time to get a reset off, and every second matters when you're trying to get your ultimate back online in a situation like this. So Fong, unfortunately, still the target, though. Going to keep getting locked down, to invest those Fs to break away, and now he doesn't have that Bane's Breath to be able to break away from these two players. These two players can just aggressively keep the chase up. There it is, T225. He just needs one more clank. He's going to be able to pick it up. He keeps Mike from grabbing it. T225 picks up another elimination. If T225 can pick up the win here against Mike, he actually walks away the MVP, his 3rd MVP of the day. It's 1v1. Mike, though, with another legendary armor in the back pocket. No surprises for Mike, though. Mike going to see a lot of it shredded away. Will find the F, the nunchuck combo coming in, looking to make something happen here. The parry. Mike will finally find the parry. T225 going to be sent over the edge here, straight into the zone, and Mike's going to play gatekeeper here. There's not a lot T225 can do here. He's got to get back topside if he wants to have any chance to win this. Mike coming in. T225 onto the nunchucks now, looking to come back. Going to grab that legendary armor that had a little bit of tick left on it that Mike left there when he made the armor swap. He's going to use that to his advantage the best he can. It could be the difference maker. There we go. The dragons were coming out from the nunnies, though. Mike taking complete control of this fight here. Both of them just trying to lock it down. Akko's coming in. Hottie looking to make something happen. Going to go for the heal. Wants to come in, clutch it up. Is able to stop the pot coming in from Mike. Mike, though, wants to keep it going. He's able to catch it, but Mike is going to D-mech him. T225 going to get sent flying. The double pistol shots. He goes airborne again. Mike, if he finds a single pistol shot, it's all over for T225, and Mike clutches it out in the end.
It was like a 0.1 of a second from healing. It was so close.